and bring this up.
Flake, which by the way is acid.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you just explaining what's going on?
I was just saying, is this Barf Lake?
This is Barf
We're
Lake.
giving Dodger a brief on the
infamous.
location.
Yeah, this is Barf Lake. Welcome to Barf Lake.
Thank you.
And welcome everyone to episode 44 of Sunforged. As we continue on from where we left off last week. But before we dive into everything, has anyone got anything they want to shout out? Okay. We do have Shayne here. Say hi, Shayne.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Shayne.
Feeling a little under the weather, as is OG, but OG's not
Shayne.
here today. She's feeling a little too poorly to be at the PC. So we do have Shayne. It's nearly a full group. So tis the season, the beginnings of winter.
Beginnings of the end.
What's that?
Beginnings of the end.
What the?
It's just winter. It's just winter, man.
The conclusion
on,
of
guys.
days is fast approaching.
But yeah, so we do have a nearly full party. We'll just have to swap around the Jaegering a little bit, and then we'll get started with things. But if no one has anything to shout out, let's get straight into the episode, so we can see the conclusion of the battle. So who would like to do the recap for us?
I might as well. I was gone, right?
Yeah, it's tradition at this point, right?
Okay. It is no rumor that last we left off, we decided to head southward toward a place we had aptly named Barf Lake, created by someone drawing a card from the deck of the depths. After settling some things around camp, we arrived at the lake and found it had become the grounds of a dealer's wager. If a group could defeat several creatures by lowering oysters into forming pearls, they would be able to claim great prizes. We decided to pursue the entire reward and go for all 8. Huh?
So you'd arrived on this lake, and it turns out that the dealer had put a challenge out. The challenge was that every time you lower one of the oyster lids, the oyster would start forming a pearl. However, if it takes a minute to form a pearl. At the end of the minute, when it lifts, you can't close anymore. Every time you close one, it would summon a random creature of a different type. Each creature has a vulnerability, but you'd have to draw from another deck to learn that no one decided to do that. Came with risk. And so essentially, the more that you close during that first minute, the bigger the reward. There are 4 greater oysters that will open up for every 2 that you complete. At the moment, the crew has gone, they're trying to go for the clean sweep. They have closed 6 of the 8 oysters, and we are on round, I believe we're about to start round 7. If I'm right.
Oh, and we took Ding Dang behind me.
We took all 3 of the help.
We took all the Ding Dangs?
Yes, because...
I see the Ding Dangs
This is the best
now.
chance to take them, because we're here. We're near the camp.
Yep.
This isn't a mind-altering, big mission as well.
This
So that's
shouldn't
nice.
fuck them up too much. But 1 damage on Ballbiter's face was enough for him to basically full mental break, and he
screamed,
bailed
he
like
screamed.
a combat. Yeah, he freaked out.
But
So
what has happened, though, is you guys have defeated several of the creatures so far, with 2 currently up. 1 very injured, giant, bumbling tree, a shambling mound, which is currently has ingested Morgaine and taken into the acid lane.
Morgaine and is walking into the acid swamp with me inside.
yes.
Yes, it is.
How are you feeling about that?
I have mixed emotions.
Because the
not
last session, you were really confident and happy that it was happening. Actually, I remember because you were like, "I'm gonna hit him so much now."
Well, it was less that. It was more like I'm the best person
so
it could
easy
have happened.
to hit him now.
It's more like I'm the best person it could have happened to.
It's true.
Because I have infinite temp HP and I do bonus damage.
Oh, this is important, Dodger. All these boats, these 2 boats don't exist. These 2 boats have been moved to here and here as per the drawings.
Yes, they were very
And
adamant
this
about
boat
changing
is
the
shrapnel
fixed map.
Also, this is Peppy the duck over here. She's watching.
I like Peppy.
Yes.
She's cute.
Yes.
I'm going to
Thank
give
you.
everyone access to
Yes.
and draft sheet as well. Yes, you have removed and moved around some of the boats, and the battle has kind of kicked off.
How many pearls we got, gang?
They're still forming, but six are currently forming. If you look
6
right down
so
the
far.
bottom of the map, they moved all of the pearls down that way so they could shut them from there.
We also killed a black dragon, so I feel like the worst might be behind us.
Tack was really awesome. Tack did command and forced the dragon to go prone while it was flying, so it fell out of the air.
It was very cool.
It was super epic.
You were super cool.
So clever of me.
Yeah.
But
we're still on track, right, for the pearls, because we need to close basically one Dodger every rotation of turns.
Yes.
To close
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the beginning of round 7.
As long as we close one by initiative 3, we will be still on track.
Yeah. This is the beginning of, I believe, round 7. Yes. So we're about to start round 7 with Morgaine in the stomach. And this is an acid skull. Sometimes the names on the left, if you see the names on the left, they'll be wrong. That's the way Roll20 sometimes works. This is an acid skull, not a flame skull. It's a variation of it. So like I said, every creature does have one vulnerability, but you don't know them because you did not take the risk. And yeah, we might as well just dive straight into combat, which means...
I have one last question, sorry.
Go for it.
Is my mantle up, whoever was playing me?
I think I did do that.
Right at the beginning,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then kicking off this combat, right at the top of it... I'm actually going to change to this fight theme, I think. Let's see this one. Right at the top of it is going to be the acid skulls. It's just risen from beneath the waves of acid. And it is going to be a little rude. It is going to go for... you see this skull kind of pull up into the air, dripping with acid. Acid's kind of just pouring and bubbling off of it, almost like this kind of fizzy... Like, it's almost like an afro of like fizzy kind of acid just burning and bubbling away. Like water when it hits sherbet. And it is going to cast a spell. By the way, we have to decide. OG was Jaegering the halfling commander here, and obviously her character. So who would... And Tack. Yeah, well, yeah.
Not Tack. The little guy.
Yes, yeah, this guy.
I was doing Tack.
How dare you?
So who would like Connor Rump?
I can pass on that. I was gonna say I can Jaeger and Drossa.
You can Drossa?
I played Wizard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can do that.
Colonel Rump. What class is he?
He's based on a fighter.
He's just a little fighter.
Okay,
little fighter guy.
Interesting.
I can play him.
Okay, I'll give you access to him.
I'll try to make up for time missed.
Everyone's pretty much Jaegering someone, so it makes sense. Connell has, I don't know if OG's been marking it, I believe has at least used his second wind once, which he only gets once.
Okay.
And at least, I think, two of his 3 commander dice, tactician dice.
He's also well over half dead right now.
Okay.
Like, he got his
crap.
ass
Yeah, we
beat.
don't have his technical health, do we? Because OG, I think, was self-tracking
I kept track of ball biters. He's down like 10 HP or something.
Okay. I'll message OG, see if she's well enough to tell me his HP. Connell's HP. All right, but we'll work that out. That's fine. It might not come. Well, it might come up in a second. We'll see.
Of all the guys that could come,
I bet it won't come up.
He is the one that it may come up with the fastest.
Yeah, it might actually come up right now. Because I believe they're gonna cast a nice third level spell.
Counter spell. I react with Drossa and I cast counters.
Okay, yeah, they were gonna move. How much movement they got? They've got pretty decent amount. They would have flown. They're 10 feet in the air right now.
Let me do the range on this then.
They would have gone here and lowered by 5 feet and shot it in a line, and it would have been Tasha's caustic brew at 3rd level just goes, and you see acid kind of almost like pull down from the head and all kind of writher up in the mouth and go in a great line straight towards you guys. But with the counterspell coming in, we are using the new counterspell.
Yeah. So it's a Constitution saving throw now. You have to beat a 16.
Okay, let's try it. Does 21. Rolled very high. I got a 19 and an 18. So, with that being said, it still goes off, right?
I believe on a failed save. Yeah, nothing about a success.
It is still going to go off then. As Andrasta kind of tries to weave and break the spell, but it kind of shatters a little portion of it, but then it forms back in the air, and it's going to go in a straight line against, from here. It will be able to hit. Yeah, it's going to go for this one. So it won't hit Bullbiter, but it will go through Carlisle, Connell, and V.
Aggie.
Okay.
This is going to be a dexterity saving throw, please.
22.
12.
22 for Connell.
Very nice. It is a total of 64 acid damage.
What?
64.
No, 64.
Yeah,
okay.
That's literally what happened to me
Yeah, because last time it was the opposite way around.
It was like we kind of did need to double check.
Oh my god.
It is 16 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Half on a success.
I take 0 because of evasion.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Actually, it might not be half on a success. And no, it's not half on a success.
Uh-oh.
If you are hit by it, you will be taking the acid at the start of each of your turns. So actually, you don't take the acid damage now, but you will start to take 6d4 at the start of each of your turns. 16 will be the start of your next turn, right? Unless you use an action, or any creature uses an action on you to scrape off the acid. So you basically see this line of it shoot across, and it splashes against you and sticks straight to your armor. Yeah, there's no damage on it.
Has Connell used a reaction yet?
Probably not this round, no.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Can I use retaliate and throw an axe?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says if he's hit by an attack roll.
Oh, no, this wouldn't be attack. Attack roll is where I roll a d20 to hit you and have to go off your AC. So this wouldn't be an attack roll. So this one would just go straight through, hit against V, and miss the others. And then it can't really move. It moved a long way just to get those 3. So that'll be the Acid Skull's turn. V. That's when you get the 16.
That save... Okay. If I failed that save, though, do I still have to remove the acid from me?
That's when you have to move the acid, yeah. So the others won't take any damage at all. You're the only one that has acid on them. So, yeah, until you do an action, every start of every turn, you're going to be taking 6d4 acid damage.
You can probably have one of the 2 helpers up here get rid of the acid for you, because your action is way better spent.
Is that it? Would that work?
Yeah, it's just any creature uses an action to get it off of you. That's one of the benefits of bringing a hireling.
I'm gonna go attack the skull. He seems annoying as fuck. I think.
No, I agree.
Because I can't do much with the trees far away in acid.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
on their own.
Yeah, I'll scoot on over and reckless attack.
Okay.
Mr. Skull. 14.
14 to hit the Acid Skull. Hits.
Okay. For 17 points of damage.
For 17 points of damage.
And then second attack, 25.
25 hits.
For 17 points of damage.
For another 17 points of damage. Very nice. You just slice it twice. You just see carvings of the skull just flick off to the side. Portions of the skeleton structure kind of causing cracks. It looks a little bit hurt, but it's not quite bloodied yet. Okay.
I'll end my turn there.
All right. Morgan, let me double check to see if there was something at the start of your turn.
How high up am I?
I would
am I quite high up in its body?
Probably not super high because it's kind of like a hanging sack inside of it. So you're probably
am I in the acid or no?
I would say you're 5 feet above the acid right now as it's going. Yeah, it's about to push you in the acid. You're not quite in the acid yet. I'd say one more space north and you'd be in the acid. It does say you have total cover against attacks. Other effects outside of it, and you take 2d6 acid damage at the start of each of your of the mound's turns. So you won't take it yet. And when the mound moves, you move with them.
To clarify, am I restrained or
You're restrained? Yes.
I'm restrained. Okay. Okay. I guess to start with then, I will grab some of the roots that are entangling, and I will try and, I'll awaken mind the creature.
Okay.
And link with it. And then I will attempt to clairvoyant combat. So, has to make a wisdom save against my DC, which is 16.
Okay. You've rolled an 18. I rolled very high.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, that did nothing. I was trying to negate my disadvantage, but I can't do it. So.
It was a good attempt. I mean, I'll tell you right now. It had a flat roll on wisdom, so it was.
That's gross.
Just pure DM luck.
Can I ask a question, just like before since I'm about to take my turn? I assume you're trying to get out of this, Sam, Morgan.
Basically restrained inside the tree, and it's walking into the acid lake to cook.
Right.
It's about to cook it.
So, if Morgan has Misty Step, would she be able to get out?
My Misty Step's only on a reaction, not a spell.
If I give you Misty Step,
I could
on my turn, would you be able to get out? I'm asking, okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you can provide the Misty Step, yeah. It's at the moment, that doesn't go through, so you're still restrained in there. You're still locked in place. What'd you like to do?
I'm gonna have to attack for this turn, get my way
disadvantage.
out. Okay. Yeah.
You got this.
I think I have. Yeah, I have the heavier longsword that we found. So I'm gonna pull that out and swing with that one instead.
Okay.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Let me double check this guy's AC. That hits.
Okay, it's gonna be 13. What was he weak to? Necrotic, I think.
Necrotic, yeah. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. 13 necrotic damage.
So 26 damage.
He's also gonna be sapped, and because he's larger than me,
yes.
He's gonna have his movement speed reduced by 5 foot.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do it again. 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Okay. For another 8 necrotic. And again, another 5 foot of movement speed.
Okay.
He's gonna be lost.
Yeah, it's very slow right now. Very slow right now.
Wait, is the sword enemy small or large, or is it smaller or larger for the weapon? Because he's not large, right?
For the weapon, let me double check. You got this weapon.
It might not count.
You got this weapon from.
Small or large?
Is it small or large?
That's what I wrote, but I don't know if that's what was on the sword.
I'm just trying to find where I gave it to you.
Yeah, it's the mooring.
Long sword of mooring. These weapons, you get plus bonus to attack and damage rolls. You make one of these weapons. Each time you hit a large or smaller creature with a melee
This guy's
attack.
gargantuan. He's gargantuan. So yes,
he wouldn't lose any movement then.
Okay. Yeah. He's still doing damage. Still doing a lot of damage. It's very hurt. It's brittle now. It's like breaking apart. Portions of it just collapsing into the acid.
And then that's it. I'm out of spell slots, so that's it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Then
I am still Shadow of Moiled up though. So if he hits me, he's gonna get hurt.
Then it's Tack's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use command as a spell, not as part of the mantle.
Okay.
And tell it to stop. I'm gonna use halt.
Okay.
It'll be 16, DC 16 wisdom.
DC 16 wisdom. Fails. Yeah, it goes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send a bardic inspiration to Morgaine. And on Morgaine's next turn, if she uses the bardic inspiration, she can Misty Step at the same time that she uses the dice.
Okay.
Yay.
Very nice. Very nice round. All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, yeah. You got the Misty Step loaded in there and the bardic inspiration dice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we go down to Dallin, who is kind of stood up on the boat. That'd be your one, Sam.
Yeah, he's gonna fire at the big tree. Maybe he'll actually land a hit.
I believe in him.
Let's see, grab his sheet. Longbow. 23
That hits.
for 6 piercing damage, and the target speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Oh, this thing is on its
Nice.
death's door. And it's reduced by another 10 feet. Very nice.
And
Okay.
that's his turn.
Okay.
He's gonna fist pump in the air because he's been doing
Yeah.
shit up till then.
It's like, yeah.
I think he hit most of the hits with him.
And he's missed the last 3.
Oh, okay, my bad. Bullbiter, up on the shore there.
Can he come scrape me off? Or maybe the other guy.
Yeah.
My acid.
I was thinking the other guy would do it.
Okay,
since
that's
I
fine.
think Ballbiter does more melee damage.
That's fine.
It's all the same order. We're all going.
Yeah.
through. Ballbiter's gonna run up, and he's gonna bite at the skull.
Okay,
I
bite the
guess
skull.
That's what he does. So 2 sharp bite attacks recklessly. First one is a 18 to hit,
Hits.
and the next one's a 20.
Both hit.
Unnatural. Cool. 10. So 15 total piercing.
It's gonna take half because it's resistant to piercing, as it is a skull. So it will only take 7 points of the piercing damage. But he bites into it a little bit, and he finds it hard to kind of get through the gristle. But he's just taking chunks out of it for sure.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Desmond.
I'm way back here. Hello. I'm gonna walk forward 20 feet and place down my bolstered turret from my bastion effect,
Okay.
which gives it double range. And I will have it take a shot at the tree,
Okay.
which I did hit last turn, so I should still have advantage. Let me see. When was last turn? Yeah, I did hit. Okay.
Okay.
So 26, yum.
26 hits.
For 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. That is enough to kill it. You
Sick.
see the arrow goes straight through, pierces into it, bursts the sack inside, and you see it go and start breaking apart in the acid. More game, because it is destroyed. You get to
Yes.
decide. It says if the man dies or the engulfing sack is destroyed, each engulfed creature is freed and shunted to an unoccupied space of their choice within 5 feet of the mound. So where would you
Okay.
like to be?
Closer to the shore, please.
Yeah, you got it. So you would burst out there, and you'd see this whole creature just collapse and fade, sizzling out, and you manage to pull yourself out and kind of fall into the water there, or the acid there, closer to the shore. All right. Anything else, Desmond?
Yes, that was one of my attacks. I still have my bonus action. I want to move my hunter's mark
Okay.
to the skull thing, to
Got
that
it.
fellow. And then I will take my attack,
Okay.
which is this. Hey, that's a nat 20.
That's
Yummy.
a nat 20. Very nice.
Yum.
Damn.
25 damage?
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, and it's let me double check something to see if it's okay. It would take half damage on the piercing because it's all just piercing. It's not just non-magical piercing. So it would
Okay,
take
so nine piercing.
Yeah, 9 piercing plus 7, so 16 points of damage. I can tell you it is bloodied. As you strike into it, see kind of portions are breaking apart. One of the eye sockets is fading with all of its necrotic energy. Oh, it's it's acidic energy, I should say. Elemental.
Cool. I back up.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Then Carlisle, is your turn.
Cool. How high is this idiot in the air, by the way? This,
He's only 5 feet.
skull?
He had to go low so he
He's
could hit
only
you with the
5 feet.
line. Yep.
Okay. How's Morgane's health and V's health?
I'm at 64 of 82.
Okay.
59 out of 106.
Okay. Yeah, Carlisle's gonna move here. I'm going to attack twice with my dagger since I know he's resistant to piercing. I'm not gonna use that. So first attack with my dagger is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Cool. For a cool, yeah, that's gonna be 26 damage.
So did you say you get to choose the slashing?
This is slashing because their dagger is not a spear.
I think a dagger slashing. I thought they were piercing.
They are slashing. They're labeled as slashing on the sheet.
Oh, if those ones are slashing, then yeah. I thought a normal dagger would be piercing. Okay.
It's whatever the spider ones are.
Yeah, the spider ones are. Oh, the spider ones are probably designed to be more like a kind of a blade thing. All right, cool. Yeah, then that's slashing damage, and that's 26 goes through. Very nice. It is hurt.
Okay. I get an extra attack with those for a cool 16 to hit.
Hits.
It's gonna be some big damage on these.
Ooh.
1.
Well, every little bit gets closer to the enemy's death. So
I'm not
do a crazy
done.
Okay.
I'm not fucking done.
Okay.
Because this guy needs to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Fails. Gets an 8.
He takes 2d4 poison damage, so he takes 6 more poison damage, and he's poisoned until the end of his next turn.
He is immune to poison damage and the poison condition. Because he's a skull.
Enjoy that one extra damage.
But you did manage to learn that though, and you slash into it, which is always good. I think that the thing about learning immunities is always nice to learn them at least. So you slash into him, and you feel like the poison trying to drip through, but you just see it kind of just pouring and coalescing out of the mouth, and doesn't harm.
I mean, I won't lose any sleep about the poison not going through, because this dude's dunzo either way in the next couple turns. I'm gonna use my bonus action to give V another potion of healing. You're gonna heal for 10.
Thank you.
Right away, and you're going to get another. I don't know if you have any temp HP already.
I don't anymore.
You're gonna get 5 temp HP as well.
Thank you.
Very
awesome.
Nice. All right,
That's me.
Mr. Rump.
Please come scrape my acid off, Mr. Rump.
I will.
Thank you.
I don't remember what my voice is like. Yep.
It's
got
more
it.
like a
5,
geezer.
15,
Yeah, he would run
20,
over.
35, 35.
And he would start just using his action to scrape off as much of the acid as he can.
Yay.
Pulling it
Much
away off of
better.
you. All right.
Do anything. I
Obsessed.
And then Indrasa.
I am going to have Indrasa first order Sistina to open or close one of the last
Indrasa,
two.
Sistina goes after Indrasa on her turns. It's the way we kind of.
It doesn't matter the order I do this at. I'm gonna do a level 1 magic missile.
Okay.
So how many?
So you
beams
do
is this?
3d4.
Okay.
3 1d4s. And then you get to roll one extra. No, all have +1, and then an extra just flat 1d4.
Okay, +1. I'm only doing level 1 magic missile, so just a normal.
Yeah, so because she's got a thing in her subclass where she buffs a spell. One of those missiles is going to be 2d4 +1. The other 2 are 1d4 +1. So overall, it'll be essentially, if you want to roll it all as a chunk, it'll be 4d4
I've done one of them
+3.
already, so I do another 2 of these for the baseline, and now I
it's
do the
just
buff
flat,
one?
and then now you just do a flat 1d4.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 13 damage at the skull.
Very nice. That is nearly enough to kill it. You see it kind of wobbling in the air now, kind of weaving, and portions of it now just dripping off. One of its eye sockets completely gone.
Okay. And I'm going to have Indrasa back up a little bit.
Okay.
And then Sistina will close the white oyster.
The white oyster is closed. Let me correspond. As Sistina goes over there and closes the white one, which was the marble. I'm going to roll to see where it appears.
God, I hope it doesn't appear right here and then just plunk it
it
into
will
the
appear
fucking
out of
lake
here,
again.
and you would see kind of emerging from the acid and kind of floating on the top of the water, the monstrosity of our fight. Let me find, where is it? Where are you? You see this creature, horrible bulbous creature, insectoid, pulls from the water. As a large burst bug, it'd probably be here because it's technically in the acid.
Ooh, yummy.
Big old burst bug. It has this huge sack of the back filled with this acid. Climbs
I don't like that.
out of the water.
Not with the four of us right here in a
Nope.
big burstable pile.
No.
Yes.
Burstable pile.
Anything else to them? I'm guessing no, because it'll then pull around to the Flame Skull's turn. Or the Acid Skull. Who is
Go
going
on.
to...
Disengage, bozo. Go on, scamper out. Stupid idiot.
Damn.
Well, he's used his one Tasha's Caustic Brew of the day. Do I want to do this one or that one? Let's do this one. It is going to do a chromatic orb. But the new chromatic orb. And it's going to attempt to hit Bullbiter first. So you just see it kind
What
of...
level is this? Just a level 1 chromatic orb?
Yes. It is just a level 1. No, it'd be level 2 because it's twice, because it's got Melted Acid arrow there as well. So it's 2 a day, second level. So it's second level. It is going to do the new chromatic, so I have to get it off my screen because whenever I search for it, it doesn't come up with the real one. Where are you? Spells glossary. So it draws up its mouth. You see a rounded floating orb in its mouth. It's just kind of jaw opens up as high as it can. It's going to shoot this at Bullbiter with intent to bounce. So it hurls this again at him. So it's going to be a D20 roll. Plus 6. Does 11 hit Bullbiter?
He would have advantage because Ballbiter recklessly attacked.
Oh, you're right. That's a nat 20. Nat 20
boy.
definitely hits.
Oh boy.
And he would take 68 acid damage. 28 acid damage. And if I roll the same number on 2 or more of the d8s, the orb leaps to a different target. And I make another attack roll against the next target, which we're going to go Carlisle. Because it's going to bounce along. So this is going to be another 1d20 plus 6 to hit. A 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that's only going to be... This one's not 68 like the last one. So a 3d8 for 17 acid damage. The first one's it'll be 28 acid damage to Bullbiter, 17 to Carlisle, but it does not bounce again because we did not roll the same number twice. So you just see it go hit against Bullbiter and then straight into you and splatters against you.
Okay, I'm gonna uncanny.
We lost Fakeology really quick. Cameras.
Thank you.
check. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that 17 in half.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes, you would only take the 8. And that is all it's going to do, because if it tries to run right now, you're just going to kill it.
Yeah, go on, scamper off, get out of here.
Although,
I won't swing.
it's kind
I
of dead regardless, so... yeah, it's good. No, it's just going to stay where it is.
Okay.
It's going to hope for the best. Okay.
It's gonna hope for a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V, it's your turn.
Go on, V. I believe in you. I've always admired you.
Just a reckless attack.
Pat's arm.
Don't touch me. 22 to hit the
That
skull for 15 damage.
You just cleave straight through it, and you see the whole kind of skull shatter and then melt and fade into acid on the ground.
Perfect.
Okay.
If I stood here, am I on grass? It looks like grass.
It's whatever's the majority. Yeah, so that's grass.
Okay, grass. Okay, and then I'm going to use my second attack on this bug.
Okay.
17?
17 hits.
Okay, for 17 damage.
17 points of damage, slashing damage. You just cut straight into it. You feel like layers of it just cutting through. You see this kind of slice go through into the back, almost like cutting into like a melon into fruit.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
End turn.
Turn. Morgaine. This is round 8, by the way.
Oh, bros.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Also Morgaine, because you...
I'm in the acid. Am I taking damage?
Yes, you'll be taking 2d6 because you're not in the depths of the acid. You're in the 10 feet in.
Man.
So 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, you rolled it.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
rolled it.
fair.
Well, I get to roll some things. And it's usually damage against players. So 9 points of acid damage.
Okay. Ouch. Okay. Yeah. I'll wade out.
Okay.
And then this is our only foe, right? Anyone left?
At the moment,
Currently,
yeah.
there's going to be one that's made at the end of the round, though.
Oh, okay, that's 10. Was that difficult terrain? Wading out of this?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be.
Okay. Can't really do a lot then this turn.
Are you still holding concentration Shadow Moil, Sam?
Yeah, I got to roll for that right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
16. I'm good.
16, you're good?
Yeah, so that was what, 20? No, 10. 10, 15. I can get to here. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Take the dodge action.
Okay. Dodge action up.
Yeah, that's my
Attack.
turn.
Do we want to pull this thing to shore?
Maybe so. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Um,
I'm also a little bit wary of pulling it too close because it looks like it's a bomb. And I'm not feeling great
Oh.
about pulling it sent like closer to all of us because we don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna...
we're
That is fair.
Okay. If I use the command to tell it to come to me, it will come within 5 feet of me on its turn. So it would wind up like here-ish, which might be better for an explosion. I know an explosion is bad anyway, but I mean, I guess we can just attack it while it's out there and see what it does first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will I'll blast it.
Okay.
Blast him.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, that definitely hits.
Rolled shitty with it, but it's a
That's
nat 20.
okay. You got 9
force
points. 9 points of force damage.
And then
Hit against it.
do it again, yeah? I get 2.
That would be yes, yeah.
Because it's
Big
an
hit.
Eldritch
That's your first one,
Blast.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
19
19 hits.
for 5 more.
5 more damage. Yeah, very nice. You just blast against it. You see portions of it start to break apart at the back, but still very much alive.
Okay. I'm going to hold on to, because I only have 1 Bardic left, I think, so
Okay.
that's it.
Dallin. This is your one, Sam.
Pop off, Dallin.
All right.
Give
Ready,
him the
dude.
big hit.
Kill him.
Kill
Healing
him.
himself after
Yeah,
his
well.
previous performance. That thing basically only died because of him.
Dusting off his shoulders.
Yeah.
Guys, did you see that?
14.
14 to hit this guy is the exact AC you needed. So yeah, hits.
Bosh. 10 piercing, and its
Very
speed
nice.
is reduced by 10 feet.
10 piercing, which you would discover is the damage it rolled vulnerable to. So it actually does 20 points of piercing damage. It goes, and you see it embeds in the back of the sack and like goes straight through to the acid, causing some of it to start leaking. So yeah, it does 20 points of damage and minus 10 feet movement speed.
Perfect.
Very nice. All right. Bullbiter.
Bullbiter doesn't. He's not into javelins or hatchets or anything like that, is he? He probably doesn't like that kind of stuff.
No.
He's into biting, Tomato.
He does like
He's
biting.
into biting, but like this is an unbiteable position this bug is currently in. Because this guy took 1 damage from acid and was like, ah!
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
There's floating driftwood, dude.
He is. Yeah, but he weighs way too much. If he steps on a bit of plank, he's sinking. He is.
He's not doing it. It's over.
I'm going to say this. This is a 50-50. In fact, well, more so. I would say if you roll a d20 on a 6 or under, he won't step into the baseline acid because this creature is vulnerable. Because you discover the vulnerability and this is what he does. This is the juiciest kind of bite for him. He's going to be doing a lot more damage.
26 or under, he won't go in.
The juiciest
6 or under, he won't go in.
crazy.
So he would go here. He would take
the juiciest bite.
He's going biting.
Yeah, he would take 1d6 at the start of his turns whilst being there.
Okay. Well, he's going to take 2 reckless attack bites
the end of
at
his
this
turn.
guy. 26 and a 19.
Both hit.
So that's going to be 20 piercing damage total.
20 points of piercing damage total as he bites twice into this creature, which is enough to bloody it. So it is now bloodied.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, that's me.
All right.
I feel like, do we want to ponder the reality this thing might explode when it fucking dies?
Can we do some sort of check?
We can ponder that.
Yeah.
Because I'm...
Take an action.
Me and Desmond, either one of us could kill this thing in one shot.
Right.
So I'm kind of like a little hesitant to do it when we're all
You think it's gonna
on
blow up with no tell? It's just gonna be kaboom.
It could. That might be its like
I
thing.
mean, we got this guy close enough to death that might.
What
do
makes
it.
you feel like it might be a bomb?
Because it has a
Dude,
big
it's got burst in it.
gushy, bursty.
It hasn't bursted once yet. It's and like that's a pretty conclusive
It does have
like, move.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just saying, like we can go crazy with it, but we might lose some of the fucking bozos, you know.
True. If I was gonna say we could use Rump to do like some sort of perception insight check on his turn, and you guys could hold your turn so that the rest of us could run away.
I would only get 1 attack instead of 3 at that point, though.
I don't know. It's up to you guys. Unless one of you wants to spend your turn insight or percepting this, but
Desmond, are you close enough? Would you be close enough to activate the next clam and then take your actions? Because you could technically attack something else, and that would give us time to get the fuck away from this thing.
I'm exactly 30 feet away.
there you
That's a
go.
free action,
That would be good.
and that's the last one anyway, so it might be worth it. Either way, Glowknight Ahu is done with his turn.
Okay, Desmond.
So funny.
Yeah, I'll activate the clam, the last one.
Okay. You go and activate the clam on your turn. Get the last one up there. I'm gonna roll a 1d3 to see where it appears. Oh. It's gonna appear right, pretty much.
The splash zone.
It's in the splash zone. It is in the
True.
splash zone. But you'd see. I'm just gonna do a d4 to see which side it appears on next to this creature. 1 being north, etc., and going round. Okay, so it's gonna appear on the south side, next to you guys, kind of crawling out of the reeds. You would see a very hairy, fey-like creature covered in hair, long mustache, kind of palish, almost stone-like skin. This, my friend, is a coret, and it steps out. It's kind of holding its hair like a weapon, which kind of pulls down into the water and it floats on top. It almost looks like it's part of the reeds.
Honestly.
So you get that thing appears. Let me give it a turn.
Fuck?
Thrilled that they're here.
All right.
Welcome to the barf zone.
There's something worse about that coming out of the water than everything else we've had so far because it's just some dude from this angle. Like, that sucks.
Fuck.
It's the fucking hairy guy.
Okay. Still your turn though, Desmond. If you want any bonus action or anything you want to do,
Oh boy.
or even
I
action.
mean,
So these are free
This is
actions.
full action, so,
Yeah. These are free actions.
I don't know if this fella's gonna blow up. I want to kill it. Everyone's feeling okay, right? If it does
Dude,
a little
you
pop.
got this guy to shoot at, and you're like, I think I'll kill that thing.
But that thing's almost dead, and it's about to take its turn.
Well, it's bloody.
in a
It's
little
bloody.
bit.
Bloody means it's half health. It's not even close to dead.
Hey, with me, you never know.
It's true.
Captain Killsteel over here actually thinks he knows that.
Dude's got a lot of confidence after that fucking crossbow.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
Fuck
go
it
for it.
up.
I'm moving my
Fucking
hunter's
hell,
mark
dude.
to bug.
He's gonna
Okay.
hit literally
Oh my
6 people for a
God.
bit.
For a bit.
You said I don't have enough damage to kill it. We'll be fine.
But he is going to do all 3 attacks on it. Let it be known.
Yeah.
I can only do
Let
2
it be
because I
known
have to
it's
move
not
hunter's
just one
mark.
move he's doing. He's giving the whole salvo. On
So I didn't have the damage, so now I'm spending every resource I have.
I'm going to burn it all. So I can go.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Amazing.
Nat 20.
You can still change your fate, man. You can
Hey, that one's
still
only 20
change-
damage.
Which would convert to 40, because it is runnable to
Oh
piercing.
my god.
Yes.
Yep.
So it starts to kind of almost building up.
Oh, it's building up. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Shayne? It's building
Oh
up.
boy.
You
Oh, boy,
didn't
is it.
declare where these 2 next shots are going, so you have this chance right now to change the path.
Well, next
You
one's
can
coming
say-
from me.
If you
I'm
could
a-
change your feet,
You
Yeah.
had the
Would
chance
you?
to change your fate.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay, you can shoot the
No,
guy.
That's a
I've
good
made the
choice.
decision, just on my own, that this guy's a target.
Okay.
Yeah, totally in
That's only a
isolation.
14.
That decision
Only a
has been made.
14. Doesn't hit him, afraid. He kind of whips up a
Kinda
bit of head and
small.
just snaps it out the sky.
Damn, what the fuck?
Oh, that's yeah. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. Carla.
Okay, so
Now he's going for the kill.
That'd be funny.
I can prepare my action after I get out of here to shoot at the bug. Once I get ranged, that gives everyone time to get away from it before it does something after its turn that's coming up. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any more enemies coming. So how much health does Rump have? Because I feel like of everyone that might die here, Rump is like last leg zone right now.
OG never got back to me, so I'm going to assume. Actually, I'm going to check if she wrote it down on her sheet.
All I know is we established at one point that he was so injured, but quote was a soldier and thus wasn't going to bail out
Yes.
despite how bad it was. So it was probably pretty bad.
Let me see here. Did you write it down here? I don't think you did you? Okay. Let me look at Rump's health. And we are going to do a little fair roll or something to see. Because Connor Rump has a total of 55 health. I imagine at most, if you were to worry about him, he'd be at 25 most, right? What I'm going to say,
sure.
to determine his health, we'll do a 2d20 plus 10. Does that make sense? And we'll just say whatever his
Okay.
health is that.
That works.
Sure.
You also just take his second wind away and just put him at like 20.
Yeah, let's do. Well, he already used second wind. That's the
You
problem.
already used second one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so I'll roll 2d20 plus 10, and we'll just say 37 health. Okay.
That's not bad.
So that might have been
That's-
that might have
you
been the
rolled
case.
really well.
That might have been the case if he used the second wind and it went well. Actually, he only got a 1 on the second wind. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to say he's at 30. We're going to put him above 50%. But I remember he got 1 on the second wind because we poked fun. So I'll put him at 30 health. I think that's probably even more than he had. It's probably fair. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was way more than he had. We'll take it. No takesy backsies.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's fair.
What I'm gonna do on my turn then is I'm gonna use my bonus action to give a healing potion to Ballbiter because he's at 28. I'm gonna bring him up to 38 plus the temp HP, which here would be 4, so we'll have 38 health and 4 temp HP. Then Carlisle is gonna get back to around where actually he's gonna get back to like here. Actually, yeah, he's gonna go to here because I don't want to be near anyone else. And I'm going to prepare my action to shoot this thing once everyone has disengaged a couple feet back.
Okay. All right. In which case, then, Connell. What'd you like him to do, Tack?
Well, here's the thing. I just took a switch because I don't think we ever got a confirmation on how much HP this man had.
Yeah.
So I ticked it down to 25, and then he took the acid damage, which means he's at 9 HP.
Oh, how much acid damage did he take?
16, right?
16. Okay. Because I think you just missed what we said. I was putting him at like a base of 30. So just add 5 extra damage. So he'll be at 14 health right now. 14 health.
Okay. Cool.
That boy needs to run.
He does need to run. Would he run though?
Oh, would he?
Would he run, Joe?
Do you think he'd run?
Do people order
if
him
you
to
called
run?
him off, he would.
Yeah, we could command him to run. Not with the spell, but like verbally.
Right. He's like, get out of there, you dumb bitch.
Fuck out.
Depends
Go
what you tell him to do.
You stupid animal.
Get out of here.
Okay, I guess, yeah, I'll disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay.
25. Okay,
All right.
there.
He rushes away. It's now going to be the bug's turn.
Really embarrassed about it, though. He didn't like doing that.
The burst bug gathers gallons of acid in its sac, so it's going to use its bonus action to see if it can get some extras, which is a 1d4 plus 1. It gets 3 more gallons in its sac, and it is going to expel... Yeah. It's gonna move.
Don't expel the sack, man. We don't have to do this on the fucking session.
It's gonna move around here. And to here.
Attack of op?
You would get an attack of opportunity.
I think that's... Oh, I feel like we discuss this every week. Can I reckless it? Because I had already proclaimed reckless on my turn. I can't remember.
Reckless is only on your turn and
okay.
not on reactions.
21 to hit.
21 does hit.
For 14 damage.
14 points of damage. Very nice. Yeah, you slash into it. You see it's hurt. It's going to move to here, and it's going to do a acid spit. Now, it's at least 4 gallons of its acid, but it's going to add in... it has a total of 9. It's going to add in an extra... let's go for an extra 2.
Oh, God.
So it's going to push up to... actually, you know what? No, screw it. It's going to add on... It's her. It's going to try and spray as much as it can. It's going to spray 8 gallons of acid.
Oh my God.
It's going to be...
Dropping the whole load? Where the fuck? What the heck is up with this thing?
The vast majority of its load.
What the fuck?
It is going to be a dexterity saving throw from Bullbiter.
This lake sucks.
Bullbiter,
Dude, I hate this guy.
V, and Morgane. Please, dexterity saving throw.
8.
Wait, why the fuck am I making a dex throw? I'm miles away.
It's a 15-foot
Miles
cone.
away.
I'm 24 away.
Dude.
Ballbiter's in
You're
the
not.
splash zone. He's getting blasted.
Dude.
When Morgane rolls the save, if she adds Bardic, can she Misty Step?
Can you add the Bardic straight to a save? Or is it just ability check? You can add it to a save, right?
Saves?
Yeah.
I think you
please
can
save.
add it to saves, can you?
Yeah, they can Misty
think
Step,
so.
I
You
believe.
can get the fuck out of there, Sam, if you need to.
Yeah, I have a lot of health though. I think I'll be okay. I'll save it for when it's more. I don't know. I have 60 health. We'll see.
Dude, Sam. It's the whole load.
There's a whole ass.
Like it's the whole load, man.
Oh,
So
okay. Is it a 1d10? Bodic or 8?
1d8 currently.
That's gonna be a failure.
Okay. I'll Misty Step.
You will be Misty Stepping. You'll still get taken half the damage. Because it's gonna hit you, then you're Misty Stepping. What does it say actually?
Wait.
What does your thing say? As soon as they roll the Bardic Inspiration, can they immediately use it?
They use the Misty Step upon rolling the dice.
Okay, then you get out.
Okay, I would seeing familiar glow from the Carlisle. I would get over here.
the Carlisle.
The Carlisle.
Each of the gallons is equal to 1d6 acid damage.
How many gallons?
So it's been
8d6,
8,
eight
so
gallons.
it's
Fuck's sake.
26 acid damage hitting Bullbiter and
Okay, that's not that bad.
Glad I
and V.
healed Ballbiter.
They
Before
also,
this one.
because for every 2 gallons spent, you get -1 AC until the end of your next turn. So you'd have -4 AC, both of you, until the end of your next turn.
Fuck, dude.
Okay, relax.
As it burns away the armor.
Knock it off.
But you will
Okay,
see the
this could be
stat
way worse,
has
because
reduced.
there could be other things trying to kill you, but there isn't, so we're okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
this creature was far more dangerous if you
If
pulled
we'd
it
have pulled this
a few
guy
at a time.
with
Yeah.
the dragon or something, it's game over.
Yep, it was a good tactic you guys pulled. But that's its turn. That's its turn. And
Good for
Is it
him.
dead?
No, it's still alive.
It
It's
has to
hurt though.
explode when it dies, dude. We all gotta get away from it.
Yeah, I still think it's gonna blow up. We should get the fuck out
I
of
think
here.
so too.
But no,
I
but like
wanted
if it did the whole load, there's nothing left in the tank.
It's still
right?
got
We
1
could just
gallon
do
left. Still got 1
Maybe.
gallon left.
1 gallon. Well,
Dude.
that's no AC lowering though.
So,
He doesn't have enough gallons left to lower AC.
who knows?
Well, you just
Raise
said 2.
command
You said,
drop. Will he drop the
We know.
load?
I don't think he can. It's in him. You mean expel it onto the floor? I mean,
Boo.
only if he has I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, let me see. It's the Coret's turn. He is going to. See, I have you two because you're right next to him. He's going to go for Bullbiter for this. He's going to first of all command his hair, as you see a 50-foot long rope woven out of his hair spins out, and it's shooting straight into Bullbiter right now.
Into.
Around him. Sorry.
Okay.
And
the hair
can
is
he?
going in every orifice.
Can you make a dexterity 7 throw on him, please?
Oh, fuck.
As a 4.
You see it wrap around him. He's now grappled by the rope with DC of 13 to escape,
Dude.
and he's restrained.
Maybe I can cut him free before I move.
And then
There's a then, guys.
that was the bonus action. It's gonna go a little bit into the acid, and it's gonna make a few attacks. It's gonna do.
Great. Now I have to disengage to
Although-
leave.
Although,
Fuck.
hold on, I want to see something. I haven't done this one in a long while, and it's changed.
Joe's trying to take Ballbiter out of the whole fucking storyline, guys. Like, he's
believe
doing
this.
everything he can.
Tired of role-playing
to
this
get
guy.
Fight him for dominance.
Pick up Ballbiter, guys.
The voice is really taxing on
no,
the
that
throat.
one's not. Okay, it's gonna go for acid claw attacks. It's gonna do its it's because it can do 4 acid claw attacks. It'll come around this way actually. And it will do
good for
against.
it.
Oh, I'm glad he's getting crazy with it. Like he's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
exploring this
Having a
space.
great time.
We'll do 2 against Bullbiter, 2 against V. First one against
yay.
Bullbiter, 11.
That misses even with
Okay.
the lowered AC.
Oh wait,
Damn.
no. He would have advantage because he's restrained. 14.
You're right. That hits.
Oh my god, Ballbiter, rest in
6
peace,
slashing,
dude.
1 acid.
Okay.
Second one against Bullbiter, 27 to hit.
Wait, he's doing both on Ballbiter?
He's got 4
Oh, he's
attacks.
doing 2 on each.
Yeah,
Oh,
6
fuck's
slashing,
sake.
4 acid.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And then he's
Oh
going to
my
go
God.
2 against V, 21.
Ballbiter's
Yeah.
still up,
And
but it's
24.
not great.
Yeah, both of those fucking hit.
You take 10 points of slashing plus 4 acid.
So 5 slashing.
And then 4 acid. Yeah. Did you?
Okay,
By the way,
thank
did you
you.
half the slashing damage on Bullbite because he's raging?
No. What was the total slashing?
So it'd been 12 total, so 6. Give him 6 more health.
Nice.
Okay.
So you would have taken the 16 points of slashing, 6 points of acid, so that would be down to 8 points of slashing, 6 acid, so 14 damage overall.
Well, you said 10 first.
Yeah, 10 reduced
I
down to
took
5.
down 5. But
Yeah,
you just said 16.
So 10 on the
confused.
first one, plus 4
Okay.
acid, so 10
Oh,
slashing plus 4
16
acid.
total, you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
16
Okay.
total damage.
Got it.
Because it's 10 plus 4, 6 plus 2.
I know how to do math, Joe. I was just confused.
Sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. That happens often. All right. No, I'm kidding. So that's its turn. He's going to stop there.
Oh
Indrasa.
my god. Jesus.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy completely. Indrasa's gonna cast banishment on it.
On the burst bug or on Carrot?
No, on this guy, on this asshole that's currently grappling.
Fucking hair man.
fucking-
Okay. Is that charisma
Ball
save?
Bayonetta wannabe.
It is a charisma saving throw.
Hell
I rolled
yeah.
a 17 with a -1, so it succeeds.
Fuck. Say.
Boo.
He stays in
I think
place.
we have their mechanics to change that.
It's that damn charismatic smile on his face.
That smile.
He's
that
happy to
damn
be here.
smile.
He's
That
happy to
damn
be here.
smile.
He
bet
speaks,
he is.
you know, I'll reveal this. He speaks Dwarvish, Gnomish, Sylvan, Terran, and Undercommon. He's really well spoken.
Well, then RP, I'd like Ballbiter to RP something to this guy. Because
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
Ballbiter would be screaming something, probably in Dwarvish.
yeah,
at
and
this
Dwarvish
point.
is going.
All right.
You hear like, "Oh, cause I know I'll let him down." And it translates to, "Please stop, please." And the thing's just smiling, twisting its little mustache.
Ew.
Yucky boy.
God.
And I hate this guy.
I hate that this man is college educated. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So many
Very educated,
languages.
very educated, very multicultural.
Well, that's it for Andrasa.
I will say that
Sam.
the rope does have an AC in health points. All right,
Okay.
V.
So
Damn,
I
you
need
didn't
to.
tell me that at the time that would have been most convenient for me with magic missiles.
I mentioned it very. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ugh.
I did mention it earlier, though. I said it does have a way to break out and you can attack it, but it was during all the chaos.
So should I try to cut Ballbiter out of this?
If you
thing?
get Ballbiter out and then back
Yeah.
up and then Ballbiter
Yeah.
disengages, I get my attack that I prepped on the bug.
Okay. So I'll try to cut Ballbiter free by attacking the hair.
Sure. I will say it's got high AC.
Oh, cool.
Hair
I'm gonna
does?
recklessly attack.
Yes, the hair does.
22.
That hits.
Thank God. 20 damage.
20?
How pissed would you have
That's
been?
exactly the
20
amount of health.
damage.
The AC was 20. 20 HP and
God,
20
okay.
AC.
Nice.
Do you want to know something else that's
Okay.
gross about this thing? It would have regained 1 health point at each of his turns. The hair heals. So you manage just to slice
Ew.
straight through and you cut straight through the hair. And you see it kind of wriggling
Okay.
on the ground and then start coming back towards the
Ew.
coret. But he is free now.
What a
Okay.
nasty fuck.
They are nasty.
Since I can't disengage, I'm just gonna use my second attack and attack this fuck.
Okay.
Right? Like, shouldn't I? 27.
Hits.
Nice.
20 damage again.
Nice flat 20. Yeah. Slice straight through him. Let me double check
Okay.
that. Funnily enough, slashing is in fact the damage that this one rolled vulnerability to. So it would take 40 damage, right?
Holy shit, yeah. That's amazing.
Because your great weapon is technically just your weapon's damage. So yeah, 40 damage as you just slice straight into it.
Fuck yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna retreat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go by Carlisle. And
Alright.
he gets attack of Oppie on me.
He does indeed. He
Yeah.
is going to use just a acid claw. So that's a nat 20. For 15 points of slashing and 7 points of acid. So not too
Okay.
high. So 7
So-
points and 7. So 14 damage overall.
14 total. Okay.
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 All right, Morgan.
Muted.
He's
God,
muted again.
this is bad.
Dude, I want to die. Where is this guy?
He's here.
The hairy boy?
Yeah, it's hard to
God, he
differentiate him
looks so
between.
gross. Yeah.
Something
Is Bullbite yelling for help? What's his
He's just had his
free.
hair
I was
free.
gonna have him disengage because Carlisle's ready to shoot at the bug.
Yeah.
My terminology for that was when everyone was disengaged from it. Like my thought was like 5 feet around it. So.
Okay.
I think I'd still shoot if you were like.
Have you communicated that? Blair?
No, but I do think that it would have been communicated to get away from the bug. But
Token's a free action. You can do it now.
More shoot the bug once Ballbiter gets the hell away from it.
Then I shall hold my ground, and then I will stand here and ready a attack action if this guy gets within range.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But oh my god, I guess it would be the first foe that gets within range. But
I'll show you guys one of my favorite images of corets as well, because they're great. I think they're great.
Oh, you think they're great? You
I think they're wonderful.
Fucking things.
Look, you'll see. Look, what's not to like about that?
Oh my god. Wow.
Beautiful.
See, they're
Wow.
The fuck is that?
Wow.
great. These
Yeah,
little
you
guys.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, they're so good, dude.
Fuck. Oh
Why is he
god.
angry?
Yeah, they're very angry little beings. Okay.
If this dude is prone, are you gonna be able to do your thing?
The bug is prone.
I don't think I can.
I don't care about that guy. You can do whatever you want to that.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on this dude,
Okay. Is that wisdom save?
which is another Wisdom save. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, Wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
It
Plus, like,
fails.
16.
Yeah, it's not immune to anything like that. So yeah, he drops on the ground laughing. As he goes, and he just kind of drops down to the ground. He's like twirling through his hair, and you see the whole of his hair like almost joins in with the laughter. It's like flicking everywhere as he lies there on the ground chuckling.
Fantastic. If the bug is prone, can you do it? You wanted to do?
We have 3 people that are all going to be shooting at this thing, so we probably don't want it to be prone.
Okay.
Like it's 3 guys in a row that are all going to be doing range.
Prone's no longer a
Fantastic.
disadvantage. It's,
Okay.
It's
Really?
Yeah, they just decided to go, hey, screw that. So it's really.
What's the
good for
mechanic of prone then? It's just bad now. There's no like.
As in, if
Anything in any-
yeah, if you're prone now, you can still be hit by range attacks advantage. It's just
Advantage?
I believe so. Yeah, let
Then
me
if
check.
you can get that bug down, that would give me advantage on the fucking hit.
Okay. I'll use a bonus action to command it to fall prone, which is also a DC 16.
Is that on your
Wisdom.
command from your mantle? Okay.
Yes. So it's my bonus action.
I will say he only does the action on his turn with command, so he wouldn't be prone until his turn anyway.
Right.
But
okay.
it solidifies it for next turn if you miss. All right. He rolls 14, so he fails. Yep. so
Fantastic.
on his next turn, the bug is going to bow down and grovel.
All
All
Yes, he
right.
should. That's my turn.
Dallin.
We can have Dallin do the same thing, right? That Carlisle's doing, and just wait until.
Yeah,
Fighter
you wanna do
gets the
that?
Fuck out.
You'll be like, okay, I'm ready my shot. You can hold off until you do that if you want.
He's
You're
muted.
muted. You're so handsome
Every
now.
single
I'm gonna die.
exchange today.
Dodger, that's so funny.
I don't want to hear you guys the clacking of my keyboard. He's gonna ready a shot for the second that Carlisle shoots
Okay.
on the
All
big
right.
guy.
Then Ballbiter.
Yeah, Ballbiter disengages and jumps behind this boat.
Okay.
And then
Did you put
I
him
guess
on there?
everyone shoots.
Okay. Yeah. He just rushes, jumps off there, and then the arrows go off.
It's a 21
Yes, that hits.
for 16 damage.
16 points of damage. This thing, as you hit it with that, you like wait, and it goes pops straight into the back. You see it go and burst. Everything in a
There it
10-foot
is.
radius gets hit by acid. As you guys rightly guessed, the coret is immune to it, as all of the creatures in this gauntlet are immune to acid. However, It only does 1d8 per gallon it has, so it was only 1d8 anyway. So you just see it go and just sizzles off into the ground.
Better
with the
safe than
bug.
sorry, dude.
Yeah, no,
100%.
if you guys had popped that earlier, it was going to be, it starts off with 6 gallons. It would have been 68 to everyone in 10 foot around. So it would have been pretty dangerous. But yeah,
we got really lucky with our order of enemies.
And the decision to one at a time was smart. Okay. Then
let's beat this guy's ass, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's just one guy remaining. Desmond.
Cool. The bonus action, move my hunter's mark to him. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot.
Oh no, apparently prone is still disadvantage at range.
This is a roller coaster.
No, I just looked it up because I saw people complain about it, but it is still just. It says attacks affect you, so it took me a while to look it up. Prone condition is you can only do a crawl, and then you have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack roll against you has advantage if the attacker's within 5 feet. Otherwise, it has disadvantage. Sorry, guys. That makes sense.
It's okay.
Too strong otherwise, I guess.
Now this shot's gonna be a little harder to hit.
I'm sorry. Hey, you're doing well. This is still round 9.
That's only a 13.
13 does not hit.
That's what I thought.
This guy's talking like he hasn't hit like 4 nat 20s during.
I know, it's true.
How am I supposed to do that with disadvantage now? Oh, brother, 10.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm just gonna sit down and lean my back on this canoe.
Hey, man. Gonna be
There's
okay.
one enemy left. You guys are ahead of time. Because it doesn't go off when it hits round 10, it goes off the end of round 10. So you still have a full round. So Carlisle.
Yeah, Carlisle's gonna go up to him. With my full movement. And I am going to attack him at advantage because he is prone on the ground laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a cunning strike so I can jump back 10 feet once I hit him.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 29 damage.
29 damage. Very nice. Just jabbing straight in the chest.
And then I jump back 10 feet.
Okay. Connell.
10, 15, 20. He run in.
You run in.
You run in. He attack. He do his bearded attack.
Okay. Yeah, his bearded axe.
It was a 12.
He would have advantage, so you roll again.
He rolls again. It's a 16.
It's 1 under the AC.
Ugh.
He tried.
He still has does he have 2 attacks?
He can attack twice if the first bearded axe attack hits.
Okay. He misses. Yeah, he swings down, misses, and unfortunately doesn't get a chance to attack.
He stares down at it like it's truly destroyed his day.
Does Hideous Laugh to go off the start there or in the creature's turn?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I also wanted to know because I jumped back because I thought it rolls when someone hits it. And does
Hideous Laughter.
Oh, it does, isn't it? I forgot to roll that. That's true. Yes, can make another saving throw at the end of each turns, and if it's triggered damage. So I will roll to see if it did survive the. No, it would have still failed before when you hit it. So otherwise, it's at the end of each of its turns. So it's going to spend the entirety of its turn laughing on the ground, and then it still fails. It remains laughing on the ground.
Nice.
Okay.
Andros.
Andros is just gonna corporeal
Shunt it. Okay.
Only a 12. So.
Only a 12 misses, I'm afraid. Anything else you want to do with her? Oh no. That's probably all she's got. which means it would be V's turn.
Okay.
I will say this is
I
now
will
the
skip-
final round.
Okay.
You have
I'll
to kill
skedaddle
by the
back
end of this round,
over.
or there's no reward.
Recklessly attacking melee range whilst on these prone.
Yes.
Good, fine.
You don't need to. You don't need
No
to.
need to
You don't need
reckless.
to.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't need to.
I'm going to because it's fun.
Okay, sure.
21 to
That's the
hit.
spirit.
21 hits,
17 damage. I've rolled a lot
which
of
would be
17s
34
today.
because it is vulnerable
Oh,
to
that's
that.
right.
It's more than
Slashing.
bloodied now. It's more than bloodied.
Slay. Second attack. 27
Hits.
for 20 damage.
So that would be 40 damage. It is extremely close to death. As you're cutting into it, you're seeing just huge chunks, bigger than you ever seen, just flip out of this thing, hairs pulling off of it. It is very, very hurt. Still laughing through the pain.
V will just say bleed and do blood frenzy and do an
Okay.
additional hit dice on it
Let's see.
for 12 points of damage.
Which you just see it like bleeding, lying on the ground. You say, bleed. Do you want to describe how you kill the final enemy of this gauntlet?
Ooh, yeah. So as she says bleed, as she's like has her blade like in it, you see like the hilt of her blade, it like kind of twists and pricks her wrist, which causes blood to trickle down her sword and meet the blood of the like creature. And then with that, it just like drains his blood, it seems like.
Yeah, I could imagine. Like at the moment the blood like hits against it, there's almost this sort of slight pullback effect, and it's like pulling out the blood and siphoning it into your own, kind of creating this little like glowing orb in the middle as you just cool. And it almost goes skeletal right before you as its skin just tightens against the bone. And then it sizzles and fades into acid, ending the encounter with a full 8 success. You can hear the rumbling of the oysters as they are coming to a close on their forming of different stones.
Yay.
Congratulations, you won the gauntlet with all of them. You can hear the kind of clapping coming in from inside. And you'd see as each of the oysters begins going one after the other within 6 seconds of each other, because you guys were doing it at that time. You see the various stones start to open up. Peppy, the duck folk, comes out. And she clasps her like hands together and goes, I can't believe you managed to not only do it, but you did the entire thing. That was incredible. And curiosity's now going to be piqued because we get to see inside everything. She wanders out to look at the kind of greater oysters, which are starting to prepare to open themselves. One by one, as the large oysters open up, you see these great pearls inside. They're probably the size of like a large orange each. And I'll let you guys value them if you can. But each one opens up one by one. All 8 eventually opening. They kind of correspond with the color that they were associated with when the clan was closed. And then when they're done, the other 4 begin opening. For defeating 2 of the challenges, you see the first of the big oysters open. And inside is a rolled up scroll. A large kind of jug lying there as well. It's almost in the kind of like the bed of it. And then also this kind of, I think it's a set of cards, it looks like. In the second one, that opens up. And there seems to be this kind of almost liquid in there, which is kind of almost like shining. It's almost this kind of like a goop. It's almost translucent, almost like a cream. And that opens up in the second oyster. The third large oyster opens up, and there's a beautiful amulet with a red, glowing almost ruby red stone at the end. It kind of gleams and glows with a slight golden chain going around it. And when all those 3 open, you see the last one. And almost like a smoke appears, dramatic in itself, as the dealer gives his greatest of the prizes. You see one of the decks of many things lying there. but a different one entirely. Glass,
Oh,
made of
shit.
glass with a diamond.
boy.
and
Not
pearls
again, dude.
exterior.
Oh.
Well, our party morality is very different this time.
True.
And I will also say the decks are all different. So this is not a deck of many things. This is one of the many decks of the
It's
deal.
a variant. Yeah.
But you
This
have
one
earned
might be
it.
the deck of all only good things.
Yeah.
Deck of good things only.
Good things,
I love that
no bad
deck.
things at all.
The deck of 0 bad things.
Yeah, Peppy would say, "Oh, looks across and goes, that is incredible. Well, congratulations on all of your rewards. Once you've picked them all up and you've got what you need, I believe I'm free to go." Roger kind of steps outside. Roger, for you, Tack, being the man who did bath up the lake and has been referring to it as Roger's Lake, not Dealer's Lake. Grumpy
He's,
kind of
like,
steps
proud of it.
outside and looks around and goes, "Yeah, it wasn't so bad. I'm looking forward to the next group that does it." And then you can just see. Roll perception checks.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be sad. 22.
17.
With a 7, Tack, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
V. Carlisle, you catch in the
Wait,
corner
how-
of your eye. Sorry? You
I was
wouldn't.
gonna say, how-
You would
Yeah,
actually
I
be
don't
able to see.
think
No, you would actually be
Would
able
I?
to see. Yes. Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay.
This is more about peripheral awareness.
15.
Yeah, it's enough. You can see as the lake is slowly draining and
Oh,
the
no.
acid is disappearing. Roger, let's see if he notices. Yeah, he's always goes out with a nat 20. He's always goes out on the lake. He's the first to notice. He just goes, "What have you done?" No. Rushes inside, goes and gets a bucket. He starts
Oh.
rushing out towards it. He starts trying to bucket it, and it just goes,
Buddy.
sizzles through the bucket, and he just
my
constantly goes,
God.
"Oh no,
It's his business
no,
now, dude.
Yeah.
He starts rushing back and forth, trying to grab whatever he can to try and keep it, cups, whatever he can to try and get it. Just goes burning through everything. He's just rushing back and forth. Peppy rolls her eyes and goes, "Congratulations! The dealer's lake is done. Please collect your grandiose rewards."
Will,
No, go for it.
I was just going to ask Peppy, will you return to your mate now?
I hope so. I mean, that's my part of the deal done. So I suppose that's what's meant to happen. She looks around a little bit worried.
Oh, you're gonna get a ride there, or another portal gonna open up for you.
So as that moment you say, you just see one of the cards that's on the kind of stool, the ones that you could have drawn out of. All of those start go shifting and fading, and then they go, and you can see they stand horizontally and start building a doorway and expand so
Oh.
they can fit one entirely. And you can just see this door build like it's one giant card, but a handle kind of pulling on it. It seems
That's
almost
cool.
like a figure there, and it's a hand. As the arm goes round, the hand comes out almost like 3D to open into a handle. And she looks at it and goes, "Well, that's me done. Thank you. And you earned it more than any other. And Roger, go fuck yourself." And she goes straight through the door and just slams it back. And he's just going, doesn't even hear it. He's like, he
Iconic.
just loses another bowl and kind of sees it sizzling away.
Oh my God.
Right. He turns around, looks at all and goes, "I'm going to be able to take those rewards from you. That's all technically from my lake."
Hell no, what the fuck?
Would
I
you
don't
like to
think
try to take them from us?
No, it's wrong of you to take them. They're mine.
Hmm.
I like to imagine we're all literally just staring at
Baffled,
Staring
baffled.
at him,
Like,
yeah.
like if he had, here's the thing. I was going to bring up, hey, this guy did probably have
Like,
one of the
lose his
worst
purpose.
multiple days of his life.
Yeah.
Barfing this shit up. I'd be willing to give up one of the monetary pearls
Yeah.
as like a, hey man, get out of here.
Yeah.
But
Get
then
out
he
of
said he wanted everything. So now I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll get the fancy little, the big ones.
No.
Roger, was it?
That's right. You're on my lake.
What?
What lake?
What?
I don't see a lake.
You stole my last dream.
What did you do before the lake?
Carpentry.
Your carpentry's still around. You can still carpent.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Oh, fuck.
No one leaves till I get my fair share. Or I'll let people know that you robbed from me.
Shall we grab our things then? Looks at everybody.
Yes, let's.
Walks over to oysters.
You know, had you lost your lake with some dignity, perhaps we would have shared the spoils.
Kind of looks around and goes, "You're lucky I'm feeling generous. Was I'd lay you flat, knight."
Oh, by whomst? Maybe I should have you flagged. For speaking to a knight that way.
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay. 16.
You see, he wants to say something, but you can see why Peppy didn't like him. He's immediately ready to bite back despite being outnumbered. But he thinks better of it. He realized the position he is in. So muttering under his breath, and turns and just starts watching his lake fade, slowly drifting away. It's all of the grass where it once was as well. Slowly starts going, puffing and kind of growing back, almost as if it never happened.
That's funny.
Cool.
Okay. So, of your rewards, who collects what? What do you want to grab?
This liquid.
Yeah, the liquid shiny goop transparent.
This shiny liquid goop.
Yes.
It's just sitting in the oyster.
That's in the
Correct.
the second oyster. Yep.
We need to identify this stuff here.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we
yeah,
identify these things?
Yeah,
You can. Yeah. Do you want to spend like the next however long, or do you want to spend spell slots on it? Okay. Yeah, you could probably just keep doing over a short rest and doing the 10-minute timer on them. What would you like to identify first?
Let's go
Maybe
from
just
the
in
beginning to the
order.
end.
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you
Rolled up
without
scroll.
identify, the scroll is a scroll of spray of cards, which is a spell that was in one of the recent books. Kind of like a gambit-like spell. So that one's, spray of cards spell. Scroll, which is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
The pearls wouldn't be identifiable, but they are technically something that you can evaluate yourselves. If anyone has an eye for money, I would say give me let's do a charisma-based investigation check. If you have any tools that you might have that might help
What about
with it, let me know.
jewelry?
Yeah,
Because Tack has
if
a
you have a
background
jeweler's
in,
kit,
right? Jewelry?
yeah, do a jeweler's kit with charisma, because that will help you
Yeah.
identify these.
14. Can
I
I
would-
guidance myself with that? No, I can't.
No, someone else could give you something if they want, but it is up to you.
I don't have anything to give.
You could technically have guidance beforehand. Guidance, I believe guidance is not on. Doesn't have to be someone else.
I can't remember how it works anymore.
It's
I'm sorry.
essentially you're concentrating on the spell, and it's a D4 to the next time, I believe, or however times. Let me check it. However many times you cast it in that next minute. You touch a willing creature and choose a skill until the spell ends for the 1 minute. They get 1 D4 to any ability check using the chosen skill. So for you, it'd be your jeweler's sword. So yeah, go ahead. I'll let you use the guidance. You can roll D4 on that.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yay.
That's right.
Okay, so 17.
17, I think because the DC would be low because of the fact you do have a jeweler's kit. I'll just tell you the straight up price. Each one of these pearls, each one of the 8, is worth. How have I written it down? Each of them is worth 1,000 gold base.
Wow.
Sick.
That's crazy.
What would you like to identify first? After
The
that,
next in line
next
would be the large jug. Was that a thing?
Yes, yeah. You got
Okay.
yourselves a decanter of endless water.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, look
Okay.
at that. It's pretty.
Very cool.
Someone wants to read it, they can. If you want me to read it, I can as well. Go
Date.
for it.
Wait.
This
Dude,
stoppered flask. What, Sam? I'm trying to read.
I was gonna say, dude, this is a very funny item because monks at a certain level can get water walking, and so they can pour the decanter
Oh.
and run infinitely upwards. Basically.
Wait, that's so cool. Holy shit.
That's a cool
Yeah,
idea.
it's funny.
This stoppered flask sloshes when shaken, as if it contains water. The decanter weighs 2 pounds. You can use an action to remove the stopper and speak one of the 3 command words, whereupon an amount of fresh water or salt water, your choice, pours out of the flask. The water stops pouring out at the start of your next turn. Choose from the following options. Stream produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water. Geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and fall prone.
Get
Instead of a
gushed.
creature, you can target an object that isn't being worn or carried and that weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you. Damn, that's
Yeah.
actually really cool.
They're really
Yeah.
fun. It's a classic.
Could have made this bro a new lake if he wasn't such an asshole about it.
True.
Right. Damn.
That's so funny.
Yeah, exactly right. The next one you have is a house of
Set of
cards.
cards. Ooh.
I can read this one.
Go for it.
This deck of cards is decorated with geometric shapes that have a protective motif. While you're holding the deck, you can use an action to shuffle it and cause the cards to deal themselves out and transform into a shelter made of cards. The shelter can be shaped however you desire, but it must fit in a 40-foot cube centered on a point within 30 feet of you. The shelter has 1 door and up to 4 windows, and only you can open or close them. It has a floor and a roof, and it maintains a comfortable temperature inside. The shelter has AC 15, 50 hit points, and immunity to poison and psychic damage. The shelter lasts for 24 hours until you dismiss it as an action or until it is reduced to 0 hit points. When the shelter's duration ends, it transforms back into a deck of cards and appears in your hand. Once the deck has transformed into a shelter, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
like a
cool.
little makeshift fort.
Yeah.
That can be used in combat as well, of course. The next stuff you can look at is the goop, which technically you can identify, and you would identify it as pearlescent sheen. As you kind of like go over it, and you'd see, Morgaine, that it is magical in nature. This sheen allows you, when you roll one of these pearls into it, to increase the value of the pearl. It basically makes it shinier and cleaner and more flawless. For each pearl that you've gotten, because you went for all 8, you're going to earn a lot of money from this. You roll a 1d1000 plus 1000. So you're at least doubling the price, but you could also triple the price of these pearls.
Whoa.
And it
Bro?
rounds up to
Huh?
the closest 100. Up or down to the closest 100.
Wow.
So,
that's we're
someone's
rich.
gonna roll. Yeah, someone's gonna roll for each of these pearls.
Holy
So
shit.
starting with the silver pearl, who would like to do 1d1000?
How many?
There's gonna be
How many
8.
of them are there?
So
Like
each of you gets a go
pearls.
at least.
Yeah, I'm ready to go with the first
Go
one.
for
right
it.
now.
Do it.
1d1000
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
1000.
Just put
Yeah.
1d1000. We'll just add the 1000 afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna be that one with the 310 is now a 2300.
Who's keeping
Wow.
track of these?
Yeah, someone should probably.
What is it? 2,300, you said?
2300. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm writing this down.
I'll put the this is the technically the pearl's type. It's not made of this, but it's colorized to look like these. Hold on. These are the 8 colors for you guys: silver, gold, iron, bronze, marble, obsidian, copper, wood.
Nice.
Who wants to do number 2?
I'll go.
Go for it.
You do it.
536.
So 500. So that one will be worth 2,500.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Number 3.
You guys ready for a 1? Here we go.
Ooh, let's go.
692. So
692.
2,700 on.
Let's go.
that one. All right. Now for the bronze one.
Who wants to roll?
Shayne or Sam, you guys want to go?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Very nice.
We're just going higher and higher.
2,800 on that one.
Damn.
All right, the marble one. Shayne. Shayne AFK right now.
Oh, Shayne just went. He literally just now had
That's
to go.
okay. That's
So
okay. Yeah,
I'll
you go
roll.
for it.
Do the next one.
Tomato, are you doing it? Okay. Oh.
11.
That one's just worth 2,000 gold, unfortunately. But hey, one of them had to do it. Next one, obsidian one.
300.
2,300.
Okay.
And then what? We got 2 more.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is copper. Do you want to get the Dodger or Sam?
I'll do it.
Yeah, there's only 2 more left anyway. You might as well get it.
Ooh,
Very nice.
good
2,800.
rolls.
Bro.
God damn.
And then the final
Last
one,
one.
Sam, the wood one. 2,700. You guys mostly
Holy
got
fuck,
really good
this
rolls
is
on that.
so much money.
I got
Yeah.
all the trashy ones out of the way for you guys.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
So
But-
that's like almost 18,000 gold or something.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem: is this ain't gold, so we have to find someone to.
We have to
buy
find
this
some
much
fucking
pearl.
sick fuck who would actually
True.
pay for
The Bay
this.
of Progress.
You'll be going
Yeah.
to the one of the richest
I'm
places
sure.
in the land. So
Yeah.
you get yourselves a bunch of that. There will be a cut from your mercenaries, unfortunately, but you have a lot
true.
of yes. Yeah, they will each take a 10% cut of the money. So it's gonna be 30% of that
Okay.
cash will go to the mercs.
Look, all I'm saying is that if they don't reinvest some of this, I'm looking at Archer Boy in the back. If they're not going to reinvest some of this into their actual fucking gear and
That's
like
fair.
equipment and success,
Like
then they are
training.
fucking hacks. Okay, and we
Yeah.
got to keep an eye on that.
That's fair.
True. The amulet was next, I believe.
Oh wait,
for
sorry. No,
identifying.
it's rare followers. Do 10%. It's 5% per uncommon follower. So these guys are uncommon followers. So it'd be 15% of the entire take.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, half
There's
of
a-
what we thought it would be.
That was a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of gold.
Yeah, it's thousands of gold. All right. Yeah, well, 15% goes to those guys. And next up, the next item that you can identify is
Amulet.
an amulet of health.
Ooh.
I just got down a gold ruby at the end. I guess it has a gold symbol.
Your Constitution score is 19 while you wear this amulet. It has no effect on you if your Constitution is 19 or higher without it.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Very good.
insane.
It's
Yeah.
classic.
Wow. Okay.
And the final item, the deck you got,
Mm-hmm.
is a deck of many allies.
Oh.
Ooh. Doesn't sound as bad.
No, it doesn't.
All right, who wants to read this one?
The last one took a lot out of me, guys.
Go, Sam.
So
Let's go, Sam.
Created by the dealer, this is one of the many dealer decks. The cards are made of glass and the edges are lined with diamond. This
Oh,
card has
wow.
22 cards in total. Unlike other decks, this one has 2 ways of drawing from it. You can draw and flip a card to activate the effect on the card, or you can draw and shatter it to summon a creature. Effects are more risky, but several cards can be declared when drawing from it as an action. When you draw and shatter, it will summon the creature from the card as an ally. However, if you do not wait a minute before doing so again, the next card has a 25% chance of being an enemy instead. Each time a card is shattered in this way, the chance goes up by 25% until a full minute has passed. Each summon lasts 1 minute and obeys your commands in and out of combat unless they are an enemy.
Oh, cool.
That's
What the fuck?
Yes, it's
So
basically.
each card activates either an effect for
Or a
us
summon.
or summons an ally. Yeah,
That's so cool.
basically one per combat.
Yeah,
Yeah, unless you're feeling risky.
unless
and
you want to risk it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just the effects are always so scary because it's like one of them could just be you blow up. You blow
That's
up.
the deck of many things.
Just blow
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a card in the old deck that would have just banished me? And you
In the
were
last
freaked out.
one,
You don't exist.
Yeah.
Like it erases your existence
Yeah,
straight
that
up.
was
No
the
one
scary
remembers
one.
you.
Deck of Many
That
Things
was
is the
so
primary,
scary.
very scary, world-changing one. Some of the other
Yeah,
decks are
that
smaller
was so
and
scary.
less impactful. Because in
I
my
don't think
world,
we'll
there's
be
a lot of
fighting
decks.
about this one.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
less detrimental.
Yeah.
This is closer to what you'd say, I imagine, on the effects base, closer to a wild magic table, if you will. So it's mostly positive. With a couple of detrimental things, but not really detrimental in a point that's going to be world-changing. With that said, though, you gather all of those things, and you'd see all of the oysters basically just go and kind of sizzle down the same way the lake did as soon as you collected all of your rewards. So you have your 8 very expensive pearls, your 4 magical items as well, and come away with quite a sum of treasure.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And Roger's just here depressed with his lake.
Yeah, he
Or
just
his lack
stares at
of.
it. He's standing at the end of the mostly kind of broken down, melting pier that he's built, and just watches it fade into nothing, and then everything just start returning back to how it was prior to his bathing.
Okay. God damn. What a haul.
Okay,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Are we like celebrating how much everything is worth in front of him?
I love the idea.
Yeah, I mean,
of
if
that.
he
It's
heard
so
about
It's like
the
pulling TCG
decanter-
pack. You're like, whoa, this one's worth about 3,000, says Tech. And we're like, whoa. And he's just like watching everything he's ever owned.
You
Yeah.
could make a whole lake
Down a
with
plug
this
hole.
item. What the fuck? That's going in the bag.
There's a moment where you just see him. He takes
Fuck.
his tea kettle and he goes back into the house. He looks out his window at you guys, and he pours it into his cup. And you just see it come at the bottom because it's one of the cups you use to pour the acid grenade.
Oh my god.
It's either that or he pours it till it
Dude.
overflows.
Yeah. Just there the whole time. But yeah,
Villain origin story for that guy.
add another one to the
Straight
list.
up.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say another one.
Seriously. Yeah.
They took everything from me.
Who are you again?
It's a round table of the people that hate you. Baby
Why don't you
Noel.
remember me?
We definitely ought to figure out who wants to get that amulet.
Yeah.
That's huge. For
The
some.
con
It
one?
is insane.
Whoever has the most to gain from con saves, probably a caster. that
Probably me.
Has low con naturally.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
I
Casters.
have 16 con.
I mean, you
What is
also have
Andrasa
advantage
have?
because of the mask, so you're good on con.
Well, I'm also making con saves every turn infinitely. But yeah.
Wait, my AC would go up with 19 con? Is that true?
If you take off your armor.
I see.
Yeah, your health and your
How
AC
much is
will
your
go up.
con right now?
16.
You get +1, and then your dexterity as well.
14.
So right now, if you take off the, if you had that on, you'd have 16 base AC.
So no change from what I have right now.
No change.
Yeah, I mean, the more you gain on that is health on top of it. So
Yeah.
it's like my logic is also the people that have less con naturally gain the most from it from the amount
Yes,
of HP you're gonna
100%.
gain. Like for instance,
100%.
I have 13 con. That'd get me +4. I'm not saying I want it, but it would be like
Yeah.
that'd be a huge
A big
boost for me
leap.
on HP as well. I'd go up like 28. I'd go up a boatload of HP
Mm-hmm.
on top of it. Indras is also at 16.
What is Tex con?
I mean, not amazing. It's a 13, so I have a +1.
Do bards do a lot of concentration? I feel like they do. I remember doing
it's
a lot
also
of
just good for
concentration.
health because bards don't have a lot of AC.
True, absolutely.
And they have way less ways to dodge than like a rogue. Or
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, kind of makes sense to give it to you.
I'll take it if you guys think that that's the best.
Just remember, it's an
think it
achievement
sounds-
slot. So if you have 3 achievement slots already, just swap it out
How
for one
much
of
using
those.
for attunement? I feel like you don't have anything yet for attunement.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I don't know that I'm attuned to anything right now.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
perfect.
totally
take
take
it.
this We'll just have
Plus,
to
the ruby
calculate
will
your
look
new
fantastic
HP,
with your
'cause that's
outfit.
gonna
God,
boost
that's
you.
so true.
Yeah, can I just say that I described that thinking, this is definitely how it looks. It pisses me off that there's not like a red gem at the end of a health amulet, okay? That doesn't feel
Yeah,
right.
I feel like it should.
When I scrolled down the thing, I was like, gold? What? But no, yeah. R1 has a red amulet, okay? Because it just, that feels better.
Yeah,
It feels
that's
better.
cool.
Okay. Well, with all of that stuff there, I mean, you can return to your camp. You can carry on looking around, but you have kind of completed the section of Bath Lake, so it's up to you.
There's
So
nothing
long,
more for
Barf
us here.
Lake.
At Barf Lake. Barf Lake ain't even at
There's
Barf
nothing
Lake.
In
more
fact,
for
yeah,
us
I'm deleting
here.
Bath Lake from the map.
It's
'cause
Bath Crater, dude.
Wow.
No, everything came back to how it was prior. The dealer's
Like
magic.
the grass,
Damn.
everything
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah, it all just kind of goes.
Dude, he's gonna
That's
try to tell
beautiful.
people, and it's like he
There's
can't
not
even
even
prove
any.
it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Really a cursed life from here on out.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has forbidden
Damn.
knowledge. But you are kind of central down there near Ciro's Gasp, with your intention to head westward. So I ask you heading back to your camp to do that?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Before we actually take a break then, because you weren't here last week, everyone took their Bastion turns tech. So would you like to take yours? It's a
would
very
love to.
simple one because you have a garden and you have a workshop. Guarded first being, what would you like to have? A decorative garden or a poison one or a health potion one?
We had so
You had
I
a
get
decorative
to
the first time, yeah.
I
Yeah, you
had
get to choose
decorative,
it. But, yeah, I think it's a simple case of just choosing. I like that. It makes sense. You're just growing new plants for the week. Yep.
yeah. And then I decide what the workshop is making.
Yes.
So with the stuff that was already made, do I have to specify too if I want us to be selling them or not, or like what?
No, you
we're
can
doing?
just say you're giving that to a hireling to go off and sell wherever you are. So yeah, you could have just sold that last batch.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to think what would be useful for us to make where we are.
So it's decorative, food, herb, or poison.
Oh, for the flowers, just go decorative again.
Yeah. Okay. You can go decorative. Give me.
Actually, let's do food. There's a
Do
bunch
food?
of people now.
Yeah, absolutely. You can start growing up some vegetables, some mushrooms, and whatnot, and start helping feed the camp.
Doubled our number of people for the last couple of days, I think.
Yeah, start growing up some food and veg for the camp. Start finding some mushrooms around and getting some seeds. Find some wild root vegetables and being able to move them and change them, put them into your own little garden. Okay. The other one being a workshop, which is shoe builds are currently attached to. You can actually also attach, now available as one of the characters, because you don't know about these guys yet, is Silas the Bard. Silas the Bard can be attached to the workshop. It would replace Shoebill for the week. If you do have Silas work there, instead of being able to make extra clothing and costume options, Silas can create pamphlets or like little kind of like stories and stuff about your adventuring party. And what it does is, upon arriving in the next town or city that you make them in, you have a +2 to all charisma rolls when first interacting with an NPC. So your first roll for every new NPC will have a +2 to any charisma checks against them.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah. Let's give Shubal some time off, dude.
Yeah, you can give her a
Shubal
week
will
off.
just
Yeah.
relax and chill. Yeah.
Yeah, Silas would come out and be like, oh, yeah, I could probably ruffle something like that up. Sure. I'll create some cool little designs and we'll pass them out around the city or the town, Warm Steps. And he starts kind of getting to work, and you can see him writing down and creating like little logo designs for you and everything for the 6.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah. And then could you please roll 2d4 to see how many bastion points you get?
Yeah.
The full
8.
whammy. 8. Very nice. Good roll.
Full bullpen.
Okay. Good job. I can also tell you that you did have a couple new people also join the caravan. Tamora is now working in the medical tent under Carlisle, making herbs to help people sleep. The same ones they gave out to Calig for a week. And you have Sir Trippy, who is a knight that was escorting a monster researcher, a Largo knight. He is working currently in the barracks, training soldiers, getting in extra shoulders for more game. And then you've got Quintatio, who joined the caravan last week, who is a resident. He's a researcher of monsters and writer of books. Researching
Famous
different monsters.
author.
Yeah, famous author.
Very eccentric.
He's a whole deal.
Yes,
Desmond is a big fan.
Desmond and him
it's
get on
really
very well.
funny.
He's attached to the bounty board, so once per week when Desmond rolls to see what bounty you get, on a 15+, it can be a rare monster bounty, which he did not roll 15+ for this one, unfortunately. But alas, those are your next people that have joined the caravan.
Great.
But otherwise, you would join up again with the entirety of your caravan to move westward. The roads here being kind of a lot kind of bumpier and less traveled by mass loads of people, mostly because the two great civilizations that are between you right now, being Chalice Gardens and Crown Heart, probably people would head a bit more northward. You're closing in on the mountainsides. So it is a bit of a journey to go through, a little bit off-road, a lot of hamlets you'd pass, a lot of kind of lonely farms out in the middle of the wilderness. But there are still walked roads. It's still a civilized area. And you'd be passing westward towards the mountains to find a pathway towards the Warm Steps. But that's where we're going to take a little 5-minute break. And then we'll come and recoup for the last portions of the episode when we come back. So I'll see you guys then.
Okay.
All right, BRB.
Bye.
All right, chat. Go and get yourselves drinks and whatnot. We'll be back in 5. Okay, back everyone. Let me just check, make sure everyone's good. Shayne's going to be sitting out for the rest of the session tonight, chat, but it won't be a longer one, just because he's feeling a bit under the weather, okay? He wants to give a chance just to go and rest, so it won't be a longer one. We'll try and cut it a little shorter tonight. Okay. Let me tell them I'm unmuting. Hello. Okay.
Hey, man.
Hi. I was just explaining to the chat. Shayne's just going to be sitting out. He's feeling a little unwell for the rest of the sesh. So we'll just... this will probably end... We'll probably end around the 3-hour mark today, as opposed to the 4. So that everyone has a chance to kind of get back in.
2 soldiers down, dude.
We are 2 soldiers down. So we'll just play for another, 30. All right. Well, with that in mind, we have you guys on the road. You are passing westward towards the warm steppes. Now, I will say, for the first time in the campaign, I'm going to be starting to do something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I would
What
like
does that mean?
someone
What
to
the
roll
Uh-oh.
1d100.
Uh-oh.
You will not find out the result of this thing until it happens.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on, Sam.
You won't find out the result till it
What
happens,
the
bro.
fuck? I already know the results ain't
You
gonna
don't.
be
You don't.
I'm going
great.
to tell you this.
It
You'll
was
be
a
rolling
10, chat.
every day, once a day. Once a day you'll be rolling. And then also for each combat. It'll go up.
What?
So, and the DC will increase by 1 each time. The DC is now 2.
What the fuck?
Hang on, I already have to do one of these.
Is it the
With my
fucking hunter?
Oh.
Is it catching up to us?
We're actually walking towards him right now, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
an intercept. We're gonna bump into each other on the road kind
Oh,
of situation.
fuck, dude. I'm scared. How many people do you think we've caused to die because of that, by the way? Like...
What do you mean?
I don't think
Does it
about
kill,
it.
Does it kill anyone it comes across?
I
You
imagine
don't have
so.
to get into that kind of stuff.
Hey,
That's
we did
NPC
what we had to
thoughts.
do. Right.
Yeah.
That's not our doing, though. You know, who he kills is not our fault. It's his fault. He's a
It's-
killer.
Collateral damage, but it's still kind of fucked.
It's not collateral. We didn't do anything.
Well, technically, we did enable him to arrive on this plane, but
Yeah.
like, we didn't say chase us, follow us, and then run out the door and like he took that cue.
Slap
you know,
our butts
that's on him.
to taunt him.
Yeah, come on, dum dum.
Hit me. Oh god.
Okay.
But the road is one of pretty quiet travel. You'd pass by for a little while. And for you, V, at one point, you'd have Alistair would come up to you, the bugbear
The
that came through the
bugbear,
car.
right?
And
Yeah.
he'd say to you, good evening. I do have an offer for you for those beans. I would like to offer 300 gold per bean.
I've only one bean left.
500 gold for the bean.
I don't know how I feel about parting with my final bean.
We'll plant it right now.
God, he's so desperate. He's trying
Does
to
he
go
know
back
something?
to the giant's place, right? Was that his thing?
Yeah. He wants
Yeah,
the deck
up
of
in
the
the
depths back.
clouds. That's right. So he's hoping the bean will get him there, I imagine.
Yeah. He's a dealer worshipper.
Right. Oh, I will
not
actually
worshipper,
tell
sorry.
him.
I guess researcher, sorry.
I'll
Right.
tell him. I have people that gave me word of a guild studying beans in the Bay of Progress. I remember, right? Something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a... let me find the name. There was a guild that had offered... They are... Currently, you learned out that there's a guild that is wanting to basically revert beans into doing kind of the opposite effect. Of some kind.
Perhaps we can procure more there. Are you in a rush to leave?
I mean, no. I'm willing to stay around. I believe as well, without putting this too obviously, the guild would also pay you to rob the other group of their beans. I'm sure we can get the funding for that if you'd be willing to do that.
Is this guy gonna be a problem?
That's what I'm thinking, dude.
Because we have a deck in our group now. Is this guy gonna make it a
We
whole
should
thing?
not tell him that.
We shouldn't
No,
let him know.
No, for sure.
I mean, how much is he willing to pay for it?
For the entire glass deck,
Yeah.
it better be a lot,
It better be
dude.
a shit ton.
But you know.
Guys, if he paid us enough for that deck, we could get the fruit.
I
think
know, I've
about
been thinking about that fruit.
We're in the money range now. We stumbled across a lot of... Joe had a little smirk there. That fruit is trash. I've just decided that fruit is fucking garbage.
Don't give him what he wants.
Don't buy the fruit.
I would have to consult with my
Of course.
companions.
Of course. I understand the moral basis of that, but, our pursuit of knowledge surpass everything. All right, well. And I do believe, by the way, that I might have a lead. A man named Milos in the Warm Steppes might know more about the compass I need to find the giants.
Milos in the Warm Steppes.
I'm going to look into it.
Tell me more about this pursuit of knowledge over everything. I am unfamiliar with this concept.
Ah, then you have not been to the Bay. Be warned. The Bay's guilds and researchers and discoverers, the Strife Lands like to believe they're the greatest warriors and fighters and warmongers in the land, but truthfully it is the Bay. For guilds will do anything to achieve their greatest wants. For us, knowledge is everything. It is a gamble of truth. We live such quick lives. It is best to end those with at least far more learned than not. And every day we spend not learning is a day wasted. The dealer has been in existence as one of the oldest gods since the beginning of everything. The beginning of the material plane. So many people worship these new-formed gods, and I don't mean to insult the land of Hardlomer as a whole, as I do very much enjoy my head on my shoulders, but these newer gods come and go. But ones like the dealer, who have nothing more but to enjoy just the thoughts and ideas of gambling and attempting new trivial pursuits of greater beings. I respect that far more than I do these other gods, who must be worshipped. And the dealer, well, I just wish to see all of the decks that I can in my time.
That to you is power.
No, not necessarily power.
Knowledge.
I mean, it is. I don't like to use it for power. I simply wanted to know. It is curiosity. And what is more curious than pulling the next card? In fact, we actually have an entire grouping out of our sect of volunteers. We pay them to pull cards from the deck as a study.
Is this not an addiction?
Oh, of course it is. Yes. So,
Very
if you're
well.
very curious and you wish to join up our project, we do pay those who pull from the deck for us. And it can come with some great
Fucking
benefits.
crazy.
I mean, it makes
That's a
sense.
fucking crazy.
No, it does, but that's crazy. Wow.
Like, just to study the effects, they'll pay you.
Yeah. What happens to these people when something goes wrong?
Oh, that is part of the risk of it. They are being paid, and their money will go if they've associated someone else to it. It might go to their families. They do get an upfront payment. Some of them have been very fortunate, though. It's best not to think about the ones which have had misfortune, as some of them have come away far greater than others. One of them owns a castle now, and much wealth. So, it is the risk of the game.
Hmm.
This guy gives me weird vibes now.
I know.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Actually, just gambling addict.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But if you do find Milos, I'd be interested in working with you all to go and take their deck back from the giants. Again, payment would be happening, and I will speak with the guild as utmost importance. Right.
Very well.
You should plant that bean. Okay. Yeah?
So, I'm remembering something that I would have done last session.
Sure.
Now, can I say like a
Yeah.
conversation I would have had with everybody, like
Absolutely.
prior to going to
Mhm.
the I'm so sorry. Her name was the elf that busted into my tent
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
right after I
Yeah.
did those sendings.
Yeah. Let me get a name, because I'm always bad at my own NPC names. She... Episode 43. Yeah, the one that came from Songrest. That is Rochelle. Rochel.
Tack would have we don't have to RP it, but Tack would have pulled everybody aside to be like, hey, I was doing a sending to a couple of people in Songrest. I never said the word Songrest. I never said their names, but this person burst in and acted like I had made it obvious I was from Songrest. And basically would have just told everybody like, I don't know that I trust them. It seems weird that they gleaned that information from like eavesdropping on my sendings. I don't like that shit. Keep an eye on them, basically.
Do we know how they joined our group, or are they just like a random
They
straggler?
came from
the monks?
with the monks, didn't they?
Okay,
they're from the-
spooky.
yeah.
What the fuck? Oh. Should we interrogate them?
I don't think that that's necessary.
Very
It could be, she could be. I never hid that I Tack am from Songrest. At some point, they could have found that out, but I don't like the fact that they were listening in at my tent anyway. And I definitely didn't say these specific things that they're acting like I did in those sendings and the parts of it that they would have heard. So I just think it's
Okay.
worth keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, I'll keep a lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Do they have
Cool.
like a thing they do in the camp, Joe? Or
Yeah,
is
now
this,
that they're
just
part
someone
of our camp,
hangs out?
You can roll a perception check.
we should spend a day just like watching them.
Or insight check, perception check, whichever you prefer.
A whole day?
Yeah.
22.
What's your deal?
22 on insight. You would notice that they do spend most days helping. They're there in the morning to help erect the camps and the tents. Then they help the chefs organize some of the food. They basically, anyone that can cook around the thing, they help cut some of the vegetables, and that's kind of their role in the camp. They've kind of given themselves the kind of aids to the chef and just kind of moving stuff around.
Okay. I think what Carlisle would kind of do in the intent of keeping a better eye on them just in case is just kind of more so regularly keeping his cart closer to where the cooking is done.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be more in that area.
Okay. Keeping stationary over them. All right.
Okay.
You would spend another day. So a D100 roll for me, please.
My God.
I got this.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Go for it. Ooh.
As far away as
I mean, we just have to roll higher than a 2.
Yeah.
DC's gone up.
It's still fun to get big number.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
I'll
if
say-
I get a 90 plus, does this guy fall into a river and get washed away?
Yeah.
It's like
No, but I will say there is
Trips in his
something for
nose.
100,
Oh, interesting.
which is beneficial. But you're getting closer as you're kind of passing through the wilderness. You're getting closer to the mountains coming up in the distance. On the next day, as you're traveling on the road, Vandervold would come over to your group and say, "All right, everyone, a word." And gathers you all up together. He's got his little house moving on a cart. You can see on the back, so he kind of walks alongside it, folds his arms behind his back and goes, "When we do stop in the next location, that will be your final chance to buy the vast majority of my stock, because I'm going to be doing a great exchange with other stock markets of the area and then what they've got and other magic salesmen. It's a big trade-off. So, if there's anything you're dying to get hold of, the vast majority of it will be traded out. So just wanted to
not the
remind
fruit.
you. The fruit is staying, of course it's staying. It's not one of a kind. Well, not one of a kind, but one of a very few.
How much is the fruit worth again?
50K, I think
50K.
you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
it's crazy.
The fruit remains.
No, is it rude if I say quite decisively that is okay by me, that all the stock is being switched out?
Quite looking forward to some new wares from you, actually.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I'm hoping to get in a pretty good batch here. It might be a few less items, but better items is what I'm hoping. I'm not going to get rid of the fruit. So if you do decide to spend your entirety of that, that's fantastic. But if you don't, well, fair enough. Otherwise, when we stop next, outside of this warm steps, take a last little peruse through, and if you see anything you like, let me know.
Would you like to buy 18,000 gold worth of pearls?
No. Are they magical pearls?
I do not think so. They look
Then
nice.
probably not. They probably won't sell very well to
Why?
me. Why? I sell magical items, okay?
Well, they were magically created.
That's fair, but do they do anything cool?
They
Make
are
money.
pretty.
You're about to go to one of the most vain places. Oh, well, coming from the most vain place, but one of the most kind of widely vain in terms of knowledge and knowledge gained kind of places in the entirety of the land. There'll be people here with fuckloads of money because they might want to be a chandelier out of all of those pearls just to hang it over their fucking intro to their manor house. Never to be seen by anyone but the few people who are allowed in. I don't think I need those pearls. You'll find a bar around the bay. All
You have
right.
competition, by the way.
No, I don't. What do you mean?
For the beans, Alistair is interested in purchasing them from me now.
That prick's just going to waste them, though. All he's going to do is he's going to bury it in the goddamn ground and something stupid's going to happen. You're going to have to kill whatever pops out. And then we're just going to have to move on with the bean wasted. Whereas when I eat it, at least it goes towards something beneficial.
And
that
what
would
is
be
the beneficial thing?
My tummy tum-tum.
Iconic.
Besides, no good has ever come from trying to get a fucking beanstalk. Who the fuck wants giants closer? To them, we're beans. So, don't plant it. All right. Also, I should say, it's rather sun's rest or warm steps, but I do believe Darisha is in the Bay of Progress.
Was that one of his competitors in the... Yeah. Okay.
The Fire Genasi.
Are you nervous?
No.
Insight?
Yeah, I would insight that.
Nat 20?
Yeah, it's clear. You see beads of sweat immediately form and start dripping down the side of his head.
That's so fucking funny.
So, what do we do if we run into them? Just pretend we don't know you?
The opposite. Do the opposite. Make sure that they think I'm more powerful than I am, which, of course, as you know, is not. How could you get more powerful? You really need to just big me up around them. If you do, hopefully you don't run into them though. If they lay down the gauntlet challenge, I have to pretty much accept. So.
Okay. Well, we will make sure to do just that.
Okay.
What was that again? A wizard's fight of some sort?
It's not really, sort of. It's kind of decided through. We commune with Oromodo himself, and it's decided through that. It could be a fight of knowledge. It could be a fight of who could create the better thing, or it's magical in nature. It's kind of terms coming to blow over it, so I don't know yet. The idea is Oromodo wanted us to go and practice every form of magic there is, so that we'd be prepared for any magical challenge. For if we want to be his prodigy, we need to be the best mages around. And fortunately, on my pursuit of learning all the different magics, I became quite obsessed with magical items and transmutation in general, and kind of just gave up the rest of the other fucking shit, and now I'm pretty far behind.
You are also stuck in a town, unbeknownst to you. Cut yourself some slack.
I appreciate that. I mean, I think I've been doing all right. Oh, you just say, okay. All right. Okay.
You can.
I'm going to wait until you insult me again. Okay, I can. Great. All right. Well, that's encouraging. But also, I'm probably going to die in the next few months, so...
Because of this.
Oh, only one of us can survive out of the four. So...
so it's a fight to the death?
Death is the end result. It might not be a fight to the death, but it will be the result of the other person. Probably by Oromodo himself. So,
Well, maybe you'll get lucky and they'll just ask you to make a fancy magical item for your gauntlet.
If that happens, I'm at the tippity fucking top. I'm going to win that. Anything else, though, I'm probably going to be dead. She's very talented.
Are you not allowed assistance in any way?
Potentially. I think I could probably call in. Depends on the challenge. And setting the terms for the challenge. We can convince them to come under something which we design. Sure. It's about, essentially, it won't be Oromodo himself who visits us, but a kind of a simulacrum of him. So as long as we convince that thing, then everything is a fair, exciting game. Yeah, I could probably get you involved if you want to throw your lives away.
Well, no. Is there a window of time? Do you think where Oromodo is going to show up and we can kind of figure out what the plan is, or is this kind of we have to go now?
No, there'll be time. There'll be time because he's a slow mover, you know. I like to call him the prime ritual caster because everything takes him an extra bit of time to cast. He doesn't really rush to things, you know. Yeah, I mean, but I will say this: Oromodo is one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. Tricksy, clever with his tongue. I mean, you have to be to trick several Jinn and Jinn kind into giving up their power to you. So, if we are dealing with him, even a simulacrum of him, that's going to be quite a... I'm just saying, keep your wits about you. But I do appreciate the fact that you have offered aid. And, if I do pass, I'll let you sell the shop and take 10%.
Where's the other 90% go?
I'm going to put it into a fund if I ever get revived.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
speaking of around, maybe it would be good to speed up that order I made, just in case.
I'm working on it. It'll be in the next shipment, maybe. Well, I have the idea. I'll give you the idea. I might need one thing collected, but I'll have it for you next, when we get the new batch of stuff in. It should be 99% created. Just need to get one little material, but I'm going to work that one out.
All right.
Okay. Well, hey. I appreciate you guys. Favorite customers.
Us, you.
Okay. All right. Well, remember, next time we stop, last time, chance to buy. But the fruit stays. You really want the fruit. I know it. Okay. And he kind of wanders over back towards his cart where you can see Richard just sat on the back and he's just staring at all of you as he goes off with like blackened eyeliner going down his face, a little kind of purple hood up, and across the kind of the cloak that's kind of pulled down there by Shabil. It's on this like dark cloak that has almost this purple sheen across it. And it says Eldritch Blast to last on the side of it, almost kind of like written in there.
Oh my god, amazing.
Is there anything you guys want to do on the road?
I was gonna bring up the gem thing, but I think I want to wait until OLG's here to bring up the gem thing, have that conversation.
Then could someone roll me another D100, please? As the final day before getting to the mountains is kicking in.
I'll do it. 63.
Okay, the DC is now set at 3.
Hey, just to clarify, if we roll below the threshold, does he just fucking show up?
I haven't said what this is about.
We don't even know if it's the hunter.
just
We're
guessed
just
that
assuming.
but we know.
Maybe.
It's weird that it's going up as we get closer to the place. Like that kind of does
I'm
connect
scared.
sometimes to me.
No idea. Who knows? I know. So you'd continue and journey on the next day, set up the camp, keep resting each night, passing by small hamlets where you might attach your campsite to and go and get food and exchange stuff. Not much to trade in hamlets, as people mostly just trade the kind of very common goods they've grown on their farms and whatnot, but it's enough that you can kind of share stories and hear about what's happening in the region, etc. The mountains start coming into view. And as you would pass towards them, you'd see that the roads here are rockier until they're not. Until there's one direct road that kind of breaks off and heads north. It's only a small road, kind of in the middle of being built. And it wraps up towards the mountainside, goes towards a river. And you can see on the closer side from the river to you, you can see a whole campsite has been set up, where as you're kind of coming over hills and you're looking down, you start seeing down into it and where the road is. And now you're on a better portion of the road, kind of like the end of where it's started to be built. You can see that this campsite probably has a good 70 or so people in it. Pretty well filled, and a lot of them are carrying around construction gear. That's shovels, pitons, there's some mining pickaxes. There's a lot of just kind of like stone and bricks being made, along with kind of horse and carts with kind of almost rollers on the back as well. Or oxen carts, especially because of dwarves being there. And they're all set up in little campsites on the opposite side of this river that you're closing up on. And as your campsite starts going towards it, with the mountain there in the distance, you can see where this road leads up towards the mountain, as if to be a mountain pass. But as the campsite starts descending on this kind of roadside encampment, one of the dwarves comes out and he kind of looks up at all of you, and you can see he's kind of a larger man, like, but broad with muscle, very thick, very hair bursting out of almost kind of like a tank top he's wearing. And you can see he's sweating and reddened face where he's kind of worked out in the sun, where you can see between like patches of his deep black beard, bald head on the top. He kind of looks up to you and goes, "Hello there. What are you doing down this road? The road's closed up ahead, I'm afraid."
If we need to progress, how do we get around then?
Closest road until we're finished with our construction is going to take you all the way past the Chalice Garden, so that's probably about, I don't know, about 9 days north. We've closed off the road, I'm afraid.
Oh, what's
Why?
this construction for?
Well, to implode the road. We're imploding the tunnel. On the orders of the Guild of Roads, we are closing it down.
What? Why?
I'm afraid that's Guild of Roads business. It's currently being shut down, though. You're going to have to find another way around.
Mm,
Can you insight check?
yeah, my insight's really bad, Carlisle. Go.
I'm gonna insight check this guy. Something seems up. That's a 22. Is this like seem on the up and up, or is this kind of
Sketchy.
You can see there's an element of... Give me a perception check as well.
There's an element of him shaking us down for money, methinks.
24?
Well,
So you would see with the perception
he
check.
just wants us to leave.
It's less so a money shakedown and more of
They're hiding something.
You can see a bunch of construction workers who are just lazing around. They are drinking, eating, playing cards and whatnot. There seems to be like a different type of tent over to the left with 2 unique guards there, kind of finer dressed mercenaries, whereas some of the other mercenaries walking around look a little bit more shoddy. And you can see that one tent is kind of closed off to the side. There's another kind of foreman's tent farther to the right where a lot of people are going in and out of, and there's a broader dwarf kind of stood behind a table there looking across a map. You'd also notice guarded by a few guards on the back of one of the wagons that doesn't have currently anything pulling it, is a device that is locked up, and you can see there's a glowing kind of almost softish blue energy coming from this great kind of vial underneath this kind of almost like lock and chain cage. I'd say you're close enough, Morgaine, to see it's a lot of evocation magic coming from this thing. So it's almost like this large bomb in the back. And once you've like scanned around Carlisle and you get a look at his face, you see it's more about he's been told just basically not to tell anyone what's going on in the mountain, and to just divert any traffic that comes down here. And you can see, but also by the look of his face, he was surprised to see anyone coming down this way because it's like the road is still in the kind of building. And he kind of just like folds his arms, and he kind of leans on the side of his shovel and just kind of pushes it into the ground a bit. And he just kind of leans there and goes, "Afraid you're gonna have to take your old caravan around."
Maybe we can help them. Looking at group.
Yeah. Certainly looks like, judging by some of your workers back there, things aren't moving along as fast as, well, any of us here would like. Maybe we could talk to someone about if there's any way we can move this along a little faster.
You see a couple of soldiers with another one walking in front of them, a human, one half orc and one gnome, kind of wearing shoddy gear. Like they're wearing mismatched outfits, but they all have a little banner and a little kind of almost kind of just shoulder cloak on one shoulder each, a copper cloak. And you can see it has like a little copper sword held up by a hand as their kind of symbol. The leader steps over and he looks at all of you. It's this human man, probably in his late 30s. His hair is kind of receding, but he pushes it forward to try and hide that. Kind of very black on the sides. A bit of a kind of a very like gaunt kind of facial features, very sharp facial features. Quite a skinny but tall man, probably about 6'3". He kind of steps forward and goes, "There seems to be a problem here."
We were just wondering if we could talk to somebody about this situation. We have resources if we could somehow help.
Oh yeah, what kind of resources you got? That's going to iron all of you guys up.
It depends. What are you trying to get done here?
He looks down to the dwarf. Whatever their business is their own. But if you're here to cause any trouble, we won't let it happen.
Not looking to cause trouble at all, but we have a lot of people and a lot of things to turn around and find another way to get through. So if there's some way that we could help sort this situation so that we don't have to do all of that, that's what we'd like to inquire about.
The construction worker yawns, so you go. And the human goes, "Go get the foreman then." He goes, "I don't fucking work for you." He goes, Go get the foreman then. A couple of the other thugs kind of step up a little bit and he goes, all right. He wanders up towards the foreman's tent. A man just kind of stands there with his hand on his belt where you can see like his scimitar is. His kind of eyes will be up, crew goes, what's your group doing out here?
Traveling to the Bay of Progress.
Oh, yeah? What do you lot do then?
Lots of things. What does this group do?
Which one? My one or their one?
Let's say your one.
We're the Copper Cloaks, mercenary guild. 11,000 members.
The fuck?
And you were hired to protect them while they're fixing a road?
That's right.
Can I insight that?
Yeah. And if anyone wants to, if anyone might know about guilds, you can also roll history check. History charisma or history intelligence, depending on what information you're trying to get. One of them is more book knowledge.
I feel like Andrasa definitely would. Could we roll on Andrasa's sheet?
Yeah, roll for Andrasa.
Yeah,
or even
Andrasa
Desmond as well, because he
would.
comes from there.
Yeah, true.
Insight.
Both of them.
You can see this guy's being truthful towards you, Carla, but he is definitely eyeing you up as like a
threat.
They've got a thuggish attitude to them where they're kind of the kind of group that would hope something goes down so they have a chance to fight. They're quite thuggish.
Make my day.
They seem like they're trying to start something right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Andrasa has a 27 history for the.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, then she would know. She would have read about some of the guilds in the area. The Copper Cloaks are a cheap mercenary guild. The reason they have over 11,000 members is because the system is that you sign up as a kind of a secondary job, a side job for whenever you need money. And so the members are basically sent a list of potential jobs they can go and do, and you pick and choose between them. It's basically a cheaper hire for like, going across. You're basically getting... It's better to pay 12 of these guys who are not very well trained, but kind of give the appearance and would also fight, than 2 quality soldiers. So it's kind of like a very cheap... And that's why they have 11,000 members, because those people just sign up for the sake of...
Strength in numbers kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah. So it's filled with a lot of people that probably sign up just to go and fight, just to go and get involved in anything that they can, and kind of almost have legal banditry, if you will, when they can. So they have a great reputation. Coming down from the area, though, starting to walk down from the tent, you could see a kind of a skinnier dwarf than you'd imagine, but only just a kind of a chin beard. The rest of it's shaven off. Long kind of curly red hair and just a long red braided chin beard that kind of goes down to his lower chest. But he's wearing kind of a bit more of a construction jacket on. He's got this kind of hardened leather to stop against scrapes. And he's kind of starts wandering down the road, and he goes, the human in front of you goes, that's the Guild of Roads. They're responsible for whatever's going on here and building the road that you guys travelled here on. So, yeah, whatever they're doing here is their business. So don't cause any trouble around here. Right? I've got 30 of my lads who can... Well.
Understood.
Right. The foreman kind of wanders down with a couple of other construction guys just watching as he goes past, and he comes and goes... Starts going, what seems to be the problem?
No problem aside from the road is shut down, which you know. We were wondering if there's some way that we can help assist with that getting sorted.
No. The beast inside is, we're blowing up already. It's fine. We're closing the road.
There's a thing inside there.
Beast.
Yeah. Nasty fucker. So, don't worry. We're going to have this closed up. We'll have a new road built up in a month. So.
For what it's worth, we actually have quite a few people who are adept at killing beasts in our group. What sort of beast are you talking about?
A large one. And for what it's worth, the Guild of Roads works only with one adventuring group, so...
One adventuring group that couldn't take care of this beast?
You don't necessarily have to pay us to do this. You don't have to work with us. We simply want to use the road. So if there's a beast on the path, we will actually take care of it all free.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, then fuck off. We work with Harmony, it's cool. If they're not paying for that, we're not doing it. So, kindly, find another fucking way around. You see Rudely just turns and begins walking back up the thing. You see the human just smirks and goes, you heard him.
Why does he not accept free help? I do not understand. Looks at the rest of her group.
Well, it's because they're probably hiding something.
Mm. They don't want people that aren't on payroll seeing what's going on in there.
They said, sorry, they only work with, what was it? Harmony's
Cool.
Harmony's Call. Was that the supposed proposed adventurers group that they work with?
Mm.
To be fair,
Okay. Interesting.
Can Desmond do a roll?
On that,
Yeah.
Harmony's Call.
Yeah. Absolutely, I'll give him advantage for that too.
Nice. True, he loves adventurers and heroes and
You do.
Mm-hmm.
You can go charisma. It's up to you if you want to go. Intelligence history is going to be different from charisma history. Oh, does no one have access to a sheet?
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, I do not.
Let me give you guys. So I was waiting for you guys to roll, but I didn't.
It looked like Dodger was rolling. I was really confused.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I saw the
I
Dodger
don't
roll
have the
face.
sheet, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll give you guys access to it. I could roll it, but I feel it's more fun for you guys to roll.
Oh my gosh, where
So
is
you
he?
charisma history or?
Yeah, I'll do it. Ding, 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 ding. 27 with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah, Desmond would say, I've heard of them. They well, is this with charisma or with intelligence?
I think it's int. If it was just a
int.
history, right?
Yeah, I just rolled normal.
Yeah, he would say
Nice.
they've been they were known for when the Silver Devils came over from the west. They actually were the first ones who
Oh.
actually fought against some of them. And they earned a lot of reputation during that. And I heard about them taking down a lot of creatures. They take a lot of time from the Bay of Progress. They actually one of the number one funded adventuring parties in all of the Bay.
Is there one of them here we can talk to?
No, because they didn't pay for them to come down. And he kind of nods to the other tent that stands out over to the side. He goes, those cheap bastards don't want to pay for those guys to come, then they're not going to come.
So they're working with an adventuring party, but they're not actually paying for that
I'm not
adventuring
paying
party
for them to come out here.
come?
No. That's the Guild of Rhodes, all of those lot. That's a couple of
That's just their
representatives
way of telling
from...
us to go away.
Well, no, those lads over there, the ones in that tent, those are the representatives they have to send from Warm Steps. They have to fucking oversee everything when there's deconstruction and construction going on, and they double check it because of the treasurer. If those cheap bastards back there didn't want to pay for the adventuring party, so now they're blowing the road.
I do not
They'd rather blow it
understand.
up.
I want to kill this beast. Let us through. What is the problem? We want to help you. You don't have to blow up the road.
How much does an adventuring party even
Request
cost?
no payment.
Don't ask me, mate. But I don't think you understand what's going on here. This is business.
It seems like a waste of time. I do not understand. You're correct.
Yeah. Well, it's not a waste of time for me because I get paid by the day.
How much are you being paid right now?
50 gold a day.
We will
Right,
pay
I'll
you
pay
more.
you 100 to leave for
Yes.
a day.
That would make us look... That'd hurt our contracts in the future. He looks around and goes... You give me 100 gold and I'll let you go and talk to the representatives.
Hmm?
All right, deal.
Deal.
Maybe you can work out
Yeah.
a deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Carlisle will do that, but only before I want to incite him saying that to see how genuine him actually letting us do this is
Okay.
versus just,
Trying to get money.
You immediately see there's an element of... He said the line about, like, affecting future contracts and stuff, and this is where the kind of idiom of don't pay for cheap if you expect quality comes in the terms of this guy just gives a shit about gold. He doesn't have honor, he doesn't have anything else. He is
That
only
makes
looking-
sense.
He sees 2 days of payment up front right now, and he thinks this is great.
Just for an introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an easy
I'll
pay.
pay it.
He takes the gold and he goes, follow me, but just you lot.
Okay.
He wanders straight towards the tent that's kind of stood out to the side with the 2 other guards. And he stops in front where the 2 guards are stood there. They're actually wearing armor. They're wearing kind of scale mail. They've got helmets on. They've got spears in their hands. He goes, this lot's trying to get through the path. They think they might be able to help you out with the old funding thing. One of the guards looks. And you can see that the guard's face has disdain on him when he looks at the copper cloak. And he steps inside. And comes back out. They want to know who it is. Who are you?
Well, 6.
We're a caravan with a group of adventurers called the Six.
You heard that? The guard just goes, and steps back inside. Yeah, kind of like talking. And he comes back out and goes, they can come inside. And the copper cloak goes, smiles toward him and goes, appreciate it. Anyway, wanders back away.
What is your name? To the human copper cloak guy.
He turns and looks at you and goes, Travel Waters. Like this. Oh. Spelt like this. Travil Waters.
Thank you.
Fake name Johnson.
Oh, for sure.
No, that was written down. I promise that was written down. I had to search for it.
Oh, I just expected him to give a fake name, not you, Joe. Yeah. In
Oh,
character,
okay.
he seems like the kind of fuck that would give a fake name.
Okay. Goes in tent.
We go in.
Yeah, you'd step in and you would see in front of you, and there is like a comfortable little tent here. It seems to be more of the kind of like a business tent, like not the ones where they sleep. It's hooked up to be a little taller. There's a little table in the center. There's a couple of chairs around it, 4 chairs in total. But only 2 are filled right now. You'd see standing up, waiting for you to come in, is a Leonin, a lion woman, who she's dressing quite smart with a kind of a quilted cloak that goes over her shoulder. And she kind of stares at all of you as you come in, folds her hands behind her back. Whereas the other person at the table is a gnome, a little shrewd looking. He's got very curly, kind of slightly orange, brownish hair, and a kind of mustache, which you can see he keeps very well kept, very thinned out, and it kind of almost turns slightly, and you can see where he's almost drawn on the end to make it kind of come up with a little bit more of a curl. But he's wearing more of a kind of a fishing garb, a little bit fancier. Like he's tried to look like he's a little bit more working than he does, but it's all very clean cloth. And they look back up. The gnome is cutting into some food, like a bit of chicken, and eating that as you come in, whereas the Leonin's standing quite proudly and also politely stood up, waiting for you to all come in. And she looks across your group and says, adventurers. Good.
Thank you for meeting with us.
No, I appreciate that you have come in. And what
We've
brings
been
you
told
here?
that the road is shut down, as you know.
It is.
We've been told that there's a beast.
Yes, there's a very large monster inside the tunnel. Therefore, they've had to decide to implode the tunnel and create a new one, which is going to be costly.
Well, it would take a lot of time and effort on our part to turn our caravan around. And it turns out that the group of us have actually defeated many beasts and monsters and would gladly take care of it for you so that we can pass through.
You believe you can handle this?
What is
Do
it?
you know anything about the beast?
It is very large, unusual. We don't have any experts on hand, I'm afraid. Almost a kind of a rocky exterior. It is anger beast. It takes its home inside the cave, but a little more dangerous when it comes out of the cave. But I would say more room to breathe if you wish to fight it there. We did have a caravan much closer to the tunnel when they were setting up the arcane bomb, but unfortunately it came out and attacked them. Most of the caravans over there are still parked in front of the cave. Their plan is to blow it open, collapse the tunnel on both sides. It is closer to this side of the mountain, so they're going to close this one first. And then they're going to carve a new hole nearby. It's going to take a month in total. It's going to cost us 30,000 gold.
Oh my god. Is
At
this
least.
creature native to this area?
I've never seen one before, but I come closer to the warm steps, so I'm not sure.
And
A pleasure to meet you, by the way.
gold.
30,000 gold at least. And not to mention the amount
that's-
of lost time and money that is being lost every day that we do not have access to the Eastern Tunnel.
How much were those adventurers supposed to cost?
20,000 gold.
And you did not employ Harmony's call for what reason?
We believed that the cost would probably be around the same, if not a little bit less. However, these construction workers of the Guild of Roads are, and then Gnome looks up the first and goes, careful with your words. They like to take their time. So the estimations have doubled, and the time in which it's taking has increased. Hence why I imagine that they did not want you going to clear it.
I see.
I see.
So they're trying to get as much money as possible because they're taking a long time, kind of thing, right? Okay. Oh boy.
We would be indebted to you, of course. My name is Myrana, of the Ruptured Glass Guild.
Ooh.
And Tack, part of the 6.
Nice to meet you. I'm Carlisle.
V, I haven't met you.
Indeed. And you see the other one,
Morgaine.
Leperov Weiss. I'm of the Covers Tackle Society, Fishing Guild.
Is fishing applicable to this situation?
The Eastern Tunnel, we fish in Sora's Gasp quite a bit. We actually have one of the largest portions of fishermen down there. We bring so much of the fish that comes from the Underdark all the way out here. Big money.
Wow.
And without the Eastern Tunnel, we basically have to cut that off. We can't keep the fish cool enough and fresh enough. So it's fucked us, royally.
Mm.
And as for us, I am the treasurer of Warm Steps currently, so I am of at least all of the traveling merchants coming in and out, and so this comes under our funding. I'm here to make sure that everything goes as swimmingly as possible. And for the last 2 weeks, it has not.
Well, if you'll allow our caravan to stay where it's at, if we could see if we can see this thing and what it is we'd be dealing with, and then prepare accordingly. As I said, it would take us a lot of time and effort and honestly annoyance to turn around and find another way through, so.
Good. Well, we cannot officially hire you, because the Harmony's call is, we would be sued for doing so. The Guild of Roads is one of the more powerful guilds in the Bay. However, if you were to make your way through the tunnel, we technically own it. We could prevent you, but we can't be sued for not preventing you from traveling through. We just have to warn you of the dangers. If you were to go through and deal with such a beast, and perhaps provide us information on how to prevent a beast like that from taking hold in one of our future roads, or even this road in the future, find why it found at such a amicable location, perhaps we could have a reward for that. Separate, of course, from the Guild of Roads business.
Consultation.
A consultation.
Well, that sounds acceptable to me.
Of course, there'll be a reward for that.
Yes.
Good. Well, if they do give you any hassle at all, just inform them that you are going through the tunnel of your own volition. You are not being paid to do so. I'm sure they will give grief over that, but they imagine, to them, they believe you're just going to litter more bodies in the way and slow down the progress for a day or two, so just convince them that you will fail. And if that Waters man gives you any fucking issue, well, they are not protected in the same way the Guild of Roads are.
I see.
A pleasure doing business with you, the 6. Do stop by Warm Steps if you are successful here.
We shall. Thank you.
Good. To be off. She returns to sitting down. Exiting the tent, with information of the beast in the tunnels, there'll be reconnaissance needed, and maybe a fight to be had. We'll end the session there before we dive into anything where the others might want to come in and join you, but we'll end it in the construction camp outside of the tunnel. But thank you everyone for playing, as per usual. I know it's like a 3-hour mark, a little quicker than usual, but we'll play again once the others feel okay. We do have a little bingo to look at, which we missed last week, so I feel bad. So let's see if the bingo proves to be fruitful today. All right, if you want to tune in, I'll put it on the screen. Oh my god. NPC swears revenge on the party.
Did they?
That picture.
Probably.
They kind of did.
I know, Bree. I mean, I'll give it because we joked around him joining the Hateful Six.
Yeah.
Takes
The
lead.
Hateful Six.
Takes lead on a negotiation. No, she wasn't here, so that one can't count. I'll do the. If they're not here, I feel bad. I'll throw in a freebie. Use this cunning strike feature.
Wait. Okay, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just roll like a 1d5 for the rest of us, and then it can be apply. You know what I mean?
Oh, as in to see if any of you took lead on
See if
negotiation.
one of us took lead on a negotiation.
Oh.
Okay, sure. Does anyone want to roll a 1d5?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'll roll it.
Please just.
Just go. Okay, sorry. I'll give you the freebie. Every shell gets opened. Yes.
Yep.
Bullbiter asks for a raise. No.
Not
No.
yet.
Good.
We haven't done the conversation and we're getting paid yet.
Yeah.
Nat 20, yes. Peppy joins the
Nanny.
caravan. No, she goes home.
She has a lover. Okay.
She's married. PC goes
Yeah.
to 0. No. Creative use of the command spell. Yes.
Yeah.
Dita themed loot. Yes. PC receives a message sending letter. No. Monster weakness identified via deck. No, they didn't use it. Free. Jumps into Acid Lake. Not this week.
No.
Acid Aberration summoned. No, there was no aberration in them. It was actually one of the few that wasn't. 3+ party members caught in AoE. Yes.
Yes.
Tool instrument proficiency comes in handy. Yes. Looking at the
Yeah.
jewels. Critical hit Divine Smite. No. PC asks about a Chalice Garden souvenir cup. No. Nat 1, yeah. Wait, did we have Nat 1?
Yes. Wait. No, maybe not.
I don't think there was a Nat 1.
I don't think we did. That's
Unless
crazy.
you rolled one, Joe.
No, I don't think I did.
I don't think we did. Holy shit.
That might be one of our first sessions where we didn't. Especially in a combat
Yeah.
one. Players catch a case of the giggles. No, you guys are miserable today. No, I'm kidding. I don't think so.
What the fuck?
I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
You make fun of Sam's mic being muted, but not quite giggle level, I think.
Not giggles.
Big lore dump.
yeah.
Bullying. That was just bullying.
Wasn't a big lore dump today. Insists on being called Dragon Slayer. No,
so
'cause he
funny.
felt sick, so I'll give the freebie
Yeah.
again. But positive result on failed ability check. No, I don't think so. 1-on-1 PCRP. No, not yet. That'll be up. That one got a little bit trifled by the fact that we had two who had to kind of step away for the episode. So
Yeah, it's hard to want to do like one-on-one RP when like genuinely a third of the party isn't
It's
even
gone,
gonna know
yeah.
that it fucking happened.
yeah, exactly right. You want
I
to
don't
save the
want them
best
to
bits.
miss out.
You don't. Yeah,
Same
you
way
don't
with
want
DMing,
to
like,
character shit.
Yeah, exactly. Same way with
Yeah.
DMing. Some things I have to put aside to be like, oh, I should wait for the full party to be there. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So that you almost got your thing. All right, we'll do a little shout list. We'll let everyone get going a little early tonight. So we'll start off with Dodger. Go around that way. Dodger, want to see where people find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dexbonus on pretty much everything. So if you want to come hang out and play a game, I would love that. Thank you very much.
Sam.
Hey, everyone. Special TV says Strippin is where I'm at.
Thank you. Tomato.
I don't have one today. I'm afraid.
You're a fucking
to do
coward. You're a
bits
coward. You're a
anymore,
coward.
dude.
Lose a baby.
Yeah,
Last week,
no!
Joe fucked up
I hate the fact.
the actual bit.
Oh.
He's gonna use this against you.
I know. It's so annoying,
He's
dude.
gonna, you've
He's
given
gonna
him an
keep using
excuse
this
to
one.
never do an outro again, dude.
He fucked up a big one I had, and like the worst part is, it hurt me so badly. I actually forgot it because I was thinking about it. Like in the last like 2 minutes. I was like, maybe I could do it now, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember.
Don't remember what your bit was? Oh shit!
He never had one. I don't know why you're letting him do this to you. He never had one.
I interrupted him during a joke, Dodger, and then he cancelled the bit. He was going to do
I see.
He was actually going to say something for the first time.
He
He's
wasn't.
ruining it.
I'm tired of this.
He was.
I'm tired of you guys believing him. He
I don't
wasn't
know,
going to
dude.
say something.
It was
literally
almost there.
wasn't.
I don't
It's
think
so
it was.
fucked up that you don't believe me, bro. What the fuck?
Why would I? Why would I?
It's just it ain't right.
Bree Bum.
Hi, twitch.tv/BreeBun. Still making my way through Dragon Age Inquisition.
Egg laying. See what I
Yep.
did? See what I did?
Yeah,
That's clever.
sure enough.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, are you near at the end?
No, I'm trying to slow down my pace a little bit because I've been
You wanna-
like playing 9 hours every day, and it's so addictive. But yeah, I started the Descent DLC right now.
Surely.
The,
Okay.
um,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair bit.
So I'm finding out more about
Everything.
Lyrium and yeah.
Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, continue watching, everyone. Shane felt unwell, so he's not here, but I'm sure he'll probably be playing Terraria or another game with a million mods added to it. Check him out. He's back streaming. So please go and support our buddy ShayneHawke. OOG as well might have a stream come up at some point. So keep up to date on her socials and whatnot. She might tweet, she might stream. Who knows? Otherwise, we have a Patreon, which you can do exclamation mark Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes stuff. The burst bug was one of mine in there, so if you want to see that entirely new creature, that will go up on there, which they correctly identified as a big bursting bug. Otherwise,
You should have called it something else, and it would have been way more of a gotcha moment, honestly.
it's just D&D is very much about naming creatures, rather random name or this is what this creature does, and I went with the latter. I should have just called it Blurglet or something, and then no one knows what it does, which is the D&D way. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next week for episode 45. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks everyone for playing most of all. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.